Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming in and watching me play some Fallout New California. I heard that the Frontier had come out recently, and originally my plan was going to be to play through this, then the main game, and Frontier with the Some Guys series, New Vegas Bounties, Russell, all that amazing work added in as well. But when I was getting everything set up and testing to make sure that my save file wouldn't bloat too much and that this would actually be possible, a lot of people came forward with some really damning and unfortunate information about the Frontier. But I already put in so much work, I'd already tested the rest to make sure it worked together. I figured, you know what? This is a really fun game. I'm going to go through it anyway. I have a few mods installed, nothing too big. I've got the just mods, so just vanilla sprint, just bullet time, all those fun ones. Enhanced item information, Darn UI, some other basic UI, texture, and stability, and FPS mods. I have a ENB called Rudy ENB installed. I really like this map, by the way. Like, this is all fantastic. And I do have Project Nevada. I am basically going to be disabling everything in it, with the exception of the grenade hotkey, because I don't have another mod that serves just that function. But this also lets me, oh no, I don't have Nevada yet. I'm going to see if that really becomes necessary or not. I played around without having it on, and it's doable if the grenades are a little annoying. And I can obviously just find another simply grenade hotkey button if I really need to. Other than that, I don't think there's anything too big, with the exception of New California, which is almost an entire game in and of itself that serves as a prequel to New Vegas. It is one of the biggest and most successful mods for New Vegas. I've only ever played through it once, and I, when testing this, followed the same path I took the first time, to make sure that everything I had worked together, and basically speed ran through it. Not really speed running, I just did it as fast as I could. It's whatever. But from here, let's go and get started. Brand new game. We're starting in New California, and I'm going to go ahead and mute myself for a second and just let this really great intro start itself.
a strong man weak and a poor man rich. The difference is decided by character. And if you don't think character is the only factor in deciding victory, then you've been playing the wrong game this whole damn time. The world was playing the wrong game 200 years ago. They learned what it meant to be found faulty in character. For their failure, they became a wasteland of nuclear hellfire.
Sorry about that.
Now out there is a horde of men calling themselves survivalists, remnants of the old world, thinking they can get by just on the strength of their arms alone. There's a new California Republic, gambling away the glory of America's past on a legion of slaves trying to rise against their masters on some old forgotten highway. None of them have any idea what kind of character it takes to bring the greatest nation on earth back to glory. But down here, in Vault 18, you're gonna learn everything you need to know about winning that war. Right here, right now, on this battlefield. You are the last of America's finest men and women. You're the A-list. The rest of those idiots are a thing of the past. Now is your time. You'll get out there and show that you have the character it takes to bring America back to glory. Can I get a hurrah? Damn right! Now move out!
Alright, I was waiting for it to get to here so that I could readjust the audio. I'm sure it's gone like completely silent for you guys. Okay, that should fix it a bit. Set that to there. And for this character, I'm going to be going with the path of the scientist and see if we can avoid our problems rather than taking them head on. Doesn't sound like that worked. Alright, let's get this working. I'm going to be playing as a guy here. Our setup. There's typically one face that I use to put everything together. That one's not as bad as I'm used to, honestly. These got adjusted a bit from one of the mods. I mean, I can play with this one. Doesn't look the worst. Nah, I'm not really feeling it, though. I'm not really feeling any of those, honestly. This one's really damn generic, but I kind of just want that in the face. Nothing particularly special, but not ugly either. Keep the hair really short. Gonna make sure that he doesn't have... Should be a little pale, right? Not really seeing the sun. Starting in the vault. This is all fine. I really couldn't care less about those features. You never see a close-up on his face. Alright, hairstyle. That one's not bad, but let's see what else we can do. tunnel snakes rule, but not here. Hair, African American base option. No, that doesn't work with the head. I just noticed that I'm actually set as a ginger right now. I'll have to fix that. Close, but no. 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 Like, clean cut's honestly just not bad. Just for, like, the basic look. Okay, you know what? I actually kind of see the problem here. Alright, I just want to go with the clean cut. I'm playing as a nerd, even if that kind of maps to me anyway. We'll just go with what we can do. How about a good set of facial hair, though? Something that we can grow into after we're finished here. We can, like, let extend out a lot. Machiavellian's honestly not bad, but it's very 50s. I think that one might be something we go to. No, no, no. Comrade's fun. Mephistopheles isn't bad. But we're playing someone who I think is 17. Kind of dig the Dashing Rogue. Dashing Rogue's not bad at all. Now with the clean cut, kind of fits the look a bit. And we are going to go with like this pretty standard brown. And I actually want to fix one thing here. Ghoul eyes, that's gross. Alright, and our age set as young as we can. There we go. Yes. Oh, that football game was a mistake.
I don't mind patching up one of my kids, but I'm not Dr. Rossman medicine man. Hang on. They're coming too. Hey kid, wait, you're not ready to stand up?
Oh!
Man, I ain't got time for this.
Oh, don't tell me my leg's messed up. I'm crippled. No!
You're coming out from under the effects of some heavy
Oh, if anyone is listening and doesn't know me
working
personally.
out what was wrong with Jane. Without her, the Vault's nuclear reactor will blow sky high. But no, I had to get yanked back to the hospital to treat some crazy kid who can't even grasp the basic concept of vault ball.
For those who don't know me in real life, I actually have a busted hip right now, and I struggle to walk with it. Yeah. What the hell was I doing on that field? I don't think that was a very wise decision. My leg.
Brains. Need to grow more brains. You really knocked yourself out cold, kid.
I'm just gonna push the audio a bit more. It's never supposed to get to the point where it was earlier. Where it was just blasting that initial video at full volume.
Nothing a couple of stim packs can't take care of. Now sit your ass down and let me take a look at you again. Damn.
Dr. Rossman? The science teacher?
One and the same. Surprised you recognized me through that haze of stupid you're in.
Oh.
What were you thinking trying to play football with the jocks? I'm sorry to break the news, kid, but the prognosis is in. You're a chronic nerd.
Oh. Why? What happened?
Aha! It speaks at last. Well, kid, you decided to play the unstoppable sword against the invincible shield. You tried to dodge Johnny Matheson, the meat shield of doom. As you can tell from the splitting pain you're in, you lost. Let's just get these x-rays going and see what we've got. Whoa! Scratch what I first thought. Stimpaks ain't gonna do shit. Seems like what you need is a reality check. You ain't no warrior, kid. You're a scientist. You're way smarter than those patriots and barbarians. It's time you put that to use.
So where's Dr. Bishop?
I don't know. Jamie and Tara pulled you in from the gym and dropped you on the table like a sack of wet sponges. I guess Tara just grabbed the only doctor she could find. Dr. Bishop is in the hydroponics lab today, so you're stuck with me. Sorry.
Oh, I'm losing some frames pretty badly. My game end is not having that issue at all. Huh. Let me check this. Stream quality is good. Alright, it stopped when I'm paused. Does it immediately begin again when I continue? Yeah, it does. Okay. Let me see if there's an easy answer here. I'm gonna see if I can adjust this. I'm gonna choose, see what it can do in. Set that there, perhaps? I can see if that adjusts it at all. No, it did not. Okay. Hmm. Alright, I got my stuff up. I want to see what exactly is happening when this goes on. Alright, got one more thing I want to make sure I have on here. Not sure what's causing that. I am getting quite a few dropped frames though. Alright, if I disable the camera, will that help at all? Alright, that seems to be maintaining 60 frames per second. On both ends. Okay, so I can... Alright, performance mode. Alright, I've switched Streamlabs to performance mode. I'm going to see if that helps at all. I can't check myself, but I can check the statistics. And then I'll just have the stream up on my phone so I can at least see what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna look at this for just a second. Alright, that seems to have done it. Okay. I'm gonna leave that up for now. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks like it's handling it a lot better. I want to see if there's anything worse, and if this just becomes impossible, then I'll just play some Pokemon instead. Okay, so what the hell were we talking about? You mentioned Jane, the nuclear reactor. What's going on with that?
About that, I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a robotics expert. But I know a thing or two about men and wounds. I was just working on the Jane, A system that regulates the flow of water to the reactors. Some asshole's been throwing trash in our intake. I think it might be intentional. To be honest, this political nightmare over tomorrow night's election has me on edge. I wouldn't put it past Bragg and his patriots to sabotage our most critical system in an effort to make Overseer Christensen look bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, you're not really great with people, are you? It's not really that hard.
Hell no, I don't. I'm a career scientist. I may have been born in the waste, but my heart is with the technology of this place. Cold, thoughtful machines are my first love. Humans? That's a machine I can't fix. That's why I like to escape every now and again. Lead away missions and scout the mountains. Trading for technology. Keeps me sane and busy. I read this book once. Final line of the last chapter. Hell is other people. At least I think it was the last line. The book was burned for me by some illiterate wastelanders. You see what I'm saying?
This is the first time I've legitimately ever been able to hear my computer's fan blowing. So this is all the computer's fault? The scoring computer?
Scoring computer? You mean Sarah? That slut? I wouldn't be surprised if that bucket of bolts started early. Listen, I'm sure the all-knowing Coach John Bragg the Magnificent could convince that whole team to jump off a cliff if he wanted to. But you learned a valuable lesson today. Men aren't to be trusted with leadership without questioning from the lower ranks. You ended up out there with no way to win? What made you want to be one of Bragg's Patriots anyways?
I thought sports would make people like me better.
Oh, really? Come on, man, give me a break. Let me spell it out for you. You're a nerd. Hardcore, unadulterated, 100% sex-proof keyboard barnacle.
Oh.
And that's a good thing. Folks like me and you, we're supposed to use our brains to play the long game. The Patriots are playing by Darwin's rules. Now come on, tell the truth. Use your intelligence.
I tried the goat.
Ah, that's it. The goat. Where'd you dig up that piece of communist trash? You must have been hacking into some pretty serious shit to find that. From what I know of Vault 18 history, the first Overseer did away with that junk in the early days. This is a democracy. Down here, we rely on hard work and nepotism.
Sounds fair.
I'm impressed, though. Glad you found it. But don't let other people tell you who to be. Ever. Say, nerds love science. I've got some work you may be interested in. Clearly you ain't gonna hobble out on the Bragg's field again. You will stand duty. You will do fine. You understand? That dude's a dick.
Alright, so when can I get back on my feet, Rossman?
Foot. You mean, when can I get back on my foot?
Oh.
Doc says amputate. And I ain't one to argue with my machines neither.
Please
So
don't.
unless you come up with a better prognosis or have a magic touch to fix this thing, I'm just gonna assume you're toast.
Let me look at it.
There you go, shining like a star student now. I've already fixed your butt up as best as I could when you were knocked out. Listen, you've always been a really bright kid. I'm sorry for making fun of you, but you gotta understand, it's in your best interest to listen to me. I've got some cool stuff to show you in the lab. Computers with data 200 years old. Stuff nobody has time for. But you can fix it in your downtime. Let's get you on your feet and over to the vigor tester to make sure you got all your bits in the right place.
Yes, please.
Or as right as your jigsaw butt is gonna be.
Yep, alright, I am crippled. God dang it. I was afraid of that. Alright, I'm gonna make sure, Alright, the hardcore mode's not on right now. I can probably let that wait until I'm out in the wasteland. Some glasses. Stim pack. Nice to get. Alright, who am I? I am pretty average when it comes to strength. But I'm typically, you know, paying attention, I'd say. Whoops, I didn't mean that. Oh. Barely standing, decrepit, fragile package, finishes early, adequate lover, somewhat impressive, amazing longevity. Can stay alive longer. I'm gonna hold off on changing that for now. I do know I am actually pretty suave. Wicked smart. Nothing to cry home about, but dang it. I'm pretty unlucky. I am probably a nerd. I am always right. Guns, sneak, speed, action point, regeneration. Which one's energy weapons? I think I'm pretty alert. Yeah, things tend to not go well for me, as pretty evident. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this spread. Chosen the path of the scientist, +1 for skill books to read. Having lived a life of solitude with your technical studies, you have an easier time mastering hardware, but people, it takes patience, but not any more expertise. Psychology is a science after all. Energy weapons, repair, and science. You can change these at the end of the prologue. Fine. Alright, traits. We're going to turn on a Wild Wasteland. And I'm tempted to do Four Eyes. Skilled is also pretty nice. Yeah, screw small frame. I don't want that at all. No, 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 no. +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech. -5 to explosive energy. Yeah, you know, I think that's true. I think I'm a pretty good-natured person. Alright. And my name is... Am I still doing solid? It still says 60 FPS. Move my mouse around a little, test that. Yeah, that still seems to be going perfectly. Awesome. Okay, my name is... Connor. I'm gonna be doing my best to try and play a more idealized version of myself. But, you know... Fallout. Alright, what do I want to have higher up right at the start? I don't know if I'm comfortable with guns being that low, but, you know, what can you do? I'm gonna pump speech to 25. Let's get science to 45. And we'll get this to able to do easy locks off the bat. Turn any Hulk into good as new robot body with nothing more than a fission battery, scrap metal, and some good old elbow grease. Certification qualifies you to fix commercial robots like Mr. Handy's, Protectrons, and jury rigs. Crazy inventor. Wrench out and you're looking at the world. Some things just glow with potential. Some might say appliances with a wrench to turn them into a giant robot palace is insane, but you can't hear them over the clanging. Swift learner is better to take early. Not necessarily. Okay, so this is my mod. The Robco certified, even though that's what this one is called. I can tell that those are it. I tested this one with my like quick playthrough character, and I didn't get like any options in New California, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. You know what? I think I am turn any Hulk into a good as new robot buddy with nothing more than a fission battery, scrap metal, and good. Fix commercial robots like Handy's. I think that I'm gonna go with Robco certified.
Come on. I'll show you where the old server is, and you can get to work.
Please do.
How may I serve you, master?
Can you fix me, Mr. Healthy? No? Got a doc. Oh, this jackass. Oi.
Oh, hey. My folks are making me do this bullshit. So let's get it over with. Sorry for fucking up your leg.
Yeah, I know you're sorry. I really just don't care, dude.
Well, it looks like we have something in common, asshole. Maybe you'll care more when you...
Alright, the cripple comment was a little unnecessary. Pick those up for now. Anything useful here? Or in here that I can take with me? Emergency supplies, you know, if you need them. Alright, last thing I want to do is make sure my mods are still set up here. Just mods. That's all the same still. Bullet time should be on my mouse. Weapon wheel is also on my mouse. Sprint is left shift. That's disabled, that's disabled, that's disabled. Immersive HUD should be set to X. I prefer that there. I like the stuff on extra HUD, if I'm going to be honest. I really don't need my combat stats or my resistances. I just want my encumbrance and hardcore needs. The rest I can kind of do without. Let's see. iHUD, extra HUD. I want my... I really don't need those. Let's see. Enhance item info. I'll leave that alone for now. That's fine. Yes, and I have C for my companions options. Okay, everything's still set properly. Save, make sure to get that working. Doesn't seem to be any other issues with streaming yet. All right, we'll keep going.
That leg must really be bothering you, kid. You're wobbling like a protectron with a loose screw. I'm sure your sister has something at home that'll fix you up overnight. You might want to check in with her when you get home.
I will. It sucks that I legitimately walk like this in real life right now. Hello.
Hey, Carter.
Go
where you
catch up
going
with
this
Dr.
time of
Rossman.
night?
Oh, just have to hand in some paperwork to Aaron in the Vault Security
Oh, now I'm getting some frame drops.
Someone tried to break into the terrarium. No idea why, but he wanted me to file a report.
Ha! Punks, probably. Wasteland is too dangerous to mess around with right now. Else I'd take them sightseeing. Show them how the survivalist peoples behave. It's better than babysitting this nerd, waiting on him to get in trouble.
Oh, I didn't even notice you there. Sorry to hear about your leg.
I walked right in front of you. How did you not notice me?
Kid's pride. Listen, we gotta get to work. Take care, honey.
Yeah, sure. You two have fun.
Honey, huh?
That Carter sure is a sweet girl.
Alright, it looked like it was just the running script. Oh, maybe not.
No direction. Probably why Coach Bragg has such an easy time with the kids and smashing into each other is a good idea. I remember when they first brought John down here. It was because the overseer said he
Alright, maybe it's my ENB that's causing these issues. I'm gonna try turning it off.
Time will tell.
Yeah, that looks like it was it. Oh well. I'll see if I can play with the settings around when I'm not streaming and see what I can do with that. What's the difference when this is running versus off? Oh, it's like 20 frames. Sorry if you can hear that sound. I know that's probably like screechingly annoying, but yeah, this is better. Work on the counter? Hmm?
Fuck off, dork.
Oh.
And there's the computer lab. Home sweet home. I'm sure you'll be in and out of there more than an athlete is in and out of other folks' beds.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Dr. Rossman, how are... Oh, wow. You okay? Whoa. You look like you fell down the elevator shaft. What happened?
I got a little roughed up in the football game.
That doesn't look like nothing. Just tell me, what's going on?
Matheson plowed into me during the game. I think I broke my leg.
That's awful. Why did he do that? He knows you don't belong on the football field. God, these stupid wasteland kids are always so fucking mean.
Hey, we're from the wasteland.
I know. I just wish the others would see it that way. It's like they don't care that we're all from the same tribes or that we're all descendants of ancestors who left Vault 18. All they care about is
Getting a
themselves.
bit of a texture bug there.
It doesn't help that the old Vault Dwellers are so rude. Without us, they would be helpless. Most of them are so old they can't remember how to use a toaster, let alone run life support.
Wow, this is really just trying to make me feel like it's the real world, huh? I mean, yeah, not everyone's an asshole.
I'm not so sure. I don't get along with the wasteland kids or the old people, especially not my parents. I just serve them. That's all.
Alright, you know what? What's going on with the server here? We'll change the subject.
Oh, Maria? I don't know. Computer science is my main focus of study, but I've never been able to crack her. It's almost as if someone purposely encrypted her systems in scaled tiers, trying to hide important data behind partition drives. Dr. Rossman asked me to go outside and repair a bunch of cables last week. Then a bunch of new topics appeared in her main menu. Is that why you're here tonight?
Yeah, said it might be a good place for me to spend some time recovering.
Well then, I think you're in the right place. I'm glad we can spend some time together.
How do you mean?
Well, it means I haven't seen you much lately. I miss hanging out with you while I work. I feel better having you here. You went on that football tangent and we haven't had time to talk. Why did you try out for Bragg's team anyway? He hates you.
You mean You wanted to talk to me?
Wait. I just wanted to tell you that I missed you, okay? Let's try to avoid the romance options and charisma checks.
Oh. Ugh. I don't like the way this is written, but considering I have the charisma for it, I mean, yeah. Come on. I mean, I'm worth a shot, right? You have the same hobbies.
Wow. You made that stupid line sound adorable. I don't... Why did you have to put me on the spot like this? Okay, look, I don't know how to process this. Affection, I mean. I have to try really hard not to just freak out and act like a bitch. Okay, so just listen. My parents, they aren't good people. I know. Everybody talks about my personal life and says I'm just faking it. But it's true. I've been fighting them since I was little. But it's worse than you know, okay? It's worse than that stupid Jennifer Hale chick thing. Let's just drop it.
Man, I really just statted myself out perfectly to talk to her, huh? Yeah, I mean, I can sense something's happened to you. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I guess you can. Still, I want it dropped. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it someday. When, if, things are different.
Alright, I'll let it go. But I do want to talk to you about it.
Maybe. But I only want to hear about it from you. I've had enough vault drama for one lifetime.
Alright, I'll be back later.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, that seemed a little abrupt. She's working on a laser pistol. Nice. Ooh, scrap metal. Some scrap. I'm gonna just remember that all this junk is here. I'll come back for that later. Hello.
Oh man, you got annihilated. You okay, little buddy?
Oh yeah, he did mention that Jamie carried me out to the infirmary. Yeah, thanks for that.
Dude, yeah, what was left of you?
I dig the
You should've
robot arm.
seen it.
I dig the
It
robot
was
arm a
like
lot.
Johnny was barreling right at you, and Bragg was all, "Get him, kid!" And you were all, "Ah!" And Johnny was all, "Urgh!" And then blam! And then you were all, "Splat!" Then I get you to the infirmary, and they stripped you naked right there in front of me. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think you would have liked me better if I had made the pass, though, right?
Huh, that's really forward of you. But you're right, maybe I would have. In another life, sure.
Okay, I see how this is. Anyway, bye.
Good night, pal. I'll see you in the morning.
This looks
Okay,
complicated.
kid, I'm gonna leave you here for a while. This big computer mainframe is named Maria. She's a big box of mystery. Always has been. I have all the access nodes loaded up now. It's up to you to hack your way to victory and make me proud. Good to see you're not, wasting time.
Sorry about the bug up and with all the quest things that keep loading up. Nothing can be done about that. I've tried to fix that with mods. I can't fucking sprint. What's back here? Ah, just leads out here. Okay. Let's just get started with this computer. I think I heard that it, like, helps you get stuff. What's up, Jamie?
Man, tonight is gonna be awesome.
Yeah? Alright. Oh, it's out of order.
Checking ID. Confirmed. Hola. ¿Habla usted español?
C, but rather continue in English.
Ah, that's too bad. Displaying main menu.
Alright. Display main menu status used to work network server and fix program faults. Display maintenance menu, use this to manually repair nearby systems.
Displaying system status. Please restore all severed cables as outlined by Vault Tech Overseer Order 001 of the Day 1 instruction package.
Tier 1 networks.
Please refer to the maintenance menu and perform the specified tasks in the order listed. Disorder is the enemy of productivity. I like order. Order is sexy. Disorder is bad. Main menu.
Alright, GLaDOS.
Maintenance menu.
Network 1 server.
There are a set of switches on the side panel of the main host gateway in the server core upstairs. The top tiers are currently disabled. You should switch them on to start the local area network. This will allow me to restore functionality to my basic functions. Main menu.
Alright, switches upstairs. What does Kira have to say about this?
Hey, need some help?
Alright, she asked me to go find some switches upstairs. Do you know where they are exactly?
Oh, they're on the side of the server upstairs. Let me show you. Follow me.
Thank you.
Hey, you see my programming digest lying around? I was intrigued, but it would.
Actually, can I... Oh, thank you. Don't know where I got this from. Boost perception. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on and that on too. Alright, servers up here. Man, the quest thing is really bugging me, but I know it doesn't persist outside of the vault. I'll just have to live with it.
Just mess with the ones upstairs first. The ones downstairs will shock you until they are activated.
Good to know. Alright, hit these switches. Enable top tier switches. Okay. So my leg's gonna be busted until I go to sleep. That's
Hey, kid.
great.
How's Maria?
So happy about that.
Hope she ain't too
Man, shut up.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with Vault-Tech.
Display system status. Yes, I know. Alright, tier 1 networks
I've
offline.
navigated my menus to my satisfaction. Some local terminals are unlocked.
Nice. Tier 1 terminal 5. Tier 1 terminal 2. Tier 1 terminal 1. Oh, okay. Alright, these two are the day the bombs fell. Direct override 1. Clarence staff. Actually happened, we all thought it was a drill, but we went anyway, and now here we are, ordered the vault door to stay open for 5 minutes longer than was defined in my directives. I still had MPs trapped outside. I saved them all, and a few more than were called for. Now there's 2 angry-looking Vault Tech reps starting to edge in closer. I have a feeling that they already have a plan for how to dispose of my body, and I'm pretty much powerless to do anything about it. This isn't how I saw my evening going. Overseer Duvnik. Guard Chief Client Dixon. Report that MP personnel have taken control of Vault 18. After 48 hours of unrest, civil dispute, Vault Tech personnel in the Overseer's office were arrested. Hi. Hi. Okay. Sorry about that. After 48 hours of unrest and civil dispute, Vault Tech personnel in the Overseer's office were arrested and sent to holding in the jail. Overseer Duvnik was found dead in his office in the hours following the door being sealed. Okay. Awesome. Who had forced a cyanide capsule down his throat. For the rest of these Vault Tech agents, I hereby order that they be kept under house arrest until further notice. One of them I caught attempting to initiate the Vault's self-destruct when we broke through the door, and I personally shot him through the eye. We'll sort out the details later. Damn. Alright. Thanks, MP. Overseer Dixon. Several MP guards of the Vault Tech program was never meant to save anyone. Outlining the directions are several viral experiments on unwilling test subjects, sexual exploitation of minors and small animals, We described it as psychological torture of innocent civilians. Damn, okay. Through the efforts of several computer experts and military servicemen, we gained control of the master computer and set it to defaults. Okay. Hundreds of live video feeds from the other vaults were discovered, as well as active connections to the vault servers. I sent former Army engineers to cut the cables to the federated vaults, not marked as control. Leaving them open would be a toxic influence and lead to disaster one day. Alright, this is 2 years later. They weren't meant to save anyone. Duvnik's desk were directives from Vault-Tec. All residents of 18 would be subject to round-the-clock live video feeds from across the country. All the other vaults, all those people. 18 was an experiment. I can hardly wrap my mind around it. We were lab rats. How could they do this? We shut off the computers before anyone could see it. The horrors these people are being subjected to. This information doesn't leave this terminal. It's recorded for future overseers only. We hold elections next Friday night. No one needs to know what happened here. Okay. And it appears he won. Yep. Put Duvnik in his grade. When we overthrew the Vault-Tec system, it was by the might of our MPs and ex-army. We were praised as heroes and worshipped by the population. Swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. We immediately reinstated a democratic electoral college. As military men, we are very proud of our service. American people are basically programmed to praise us at face value. Again, true real life. Unfortunately, what they don't understand, most of us are very simple men of service age and completely unfit to hold any form of office, but because we're overpraised and treated with special permissions, we started to believe we had special rights and privileges not afforded us in the civilian standing. Good to treat your military men with respect and gratitude, entirely another to make them feel like they're sole proprietors of that gratitude and respect. Complacent and arrogant, self-entitled military is quite possibly the most destructive force to democracy on Earth. Nuclear hell our world turned into, and my situation here trying to keep my MPs from taking advantage of the population. Overseer Dixon. And then, another year later, on 20th, 2080. So keep water in the pipe to keep it clean, make sure the lights stay on. Turns out largely happens by itself, so long the engineers have what they need. And the last part is the key, because engineers have opinions, but they're smart enough to not open their mouths until they have proof positive that they're right. The only downside is that when they do open their mouths, it's in an arrogant and socially challenged way. Fuck you. That pits everyone against them. Don't make my mistakes. They make bad lawyers. Whoever inherits this office after me, just make sure you don't let anyone control the self-destruct button who is in an easy pinch. They get these codes, we're done for. Alright, good to know that that exists. That's Terminal 1, Terminal 2. Vault 10 log 2242. That's pretty recent, isn't it? I don't actually know when this takes place. Been out our way in the past few weeks. Crazy shit's been going on all over this place. NCR has been at war with these freaks in power armor. Haven't been able to synth any new Nuka-Cola, so we're running on reserves. You guys find any getting real thin in this bitch? Let us know what you can find, and hey, thanks for keeping us in the loop. I know we're not a control and all, but it's nice to just chat with you guys sometimes. Mr. Tubbs. Vault 56, good to know. Okay. That's Vault 10. Vault 3. Traded a package of heating units for this weird reverse pulse cleaner. None of us had any idea what to do with it now that we've gotten it, so we're putting it in a locker until we figure it out. If you guys have any info, we'd appreciate it. Reverse pulse cleaner. Okay, whatever. Vault 3. Vault 76. No idea this thing worked. Been shut down for decades. Hello from the Appalachians. Or what's left of it. Man, it's great to know there's still a group of survivors out there on the West Coast. Looking forward to hearing back from y'all. I'm sure Vault 76 is doing fine. Vault 8. NCR has again petitioned us to join them even after we rejected their last offer. Seem to be turning hostile. Please be advised that we may be entering a combat situation. With the gangs of New Reno increasing pressure, NCR keeping our valley. Following data stream be stored in archives. The Enclave, NCR, the Brotherhood. No one must have it, not even you. We have encrypted the transmission. Prepare 5 megabytes of space in your most secure system. If you are unconvinced of its importance, know this: it is related to one of your own citizens. No one can be trusted. One day in many years it may be revealed, but today let the knowledge rest only in its memory. Project Brazil is not safe. They come for our hero to spell our own doom. Radroach 2242. Interesting. Terminal 3. Oh, Vault 10. Refreshing nuclear collaborate together with our friends at Vault Tech. We've joined forces to maintain our humanity through the cool and exciting flavors of Nuka brand colors. We'll ride out the nuclear devastation and happiness. Enjoy your stay. Vault 3. We have a water leak in the lower levels. Water chip failing. Need to open vault to scavenge parts. In the Vegas area, we've met some human. Port 16, Vault 3, error 404. Server terminated. Vault 8. Western Nevada, we have opened the vault to survive. We have medicine and doctors, not much else. Vault's becoming unlivable as systems break down. Vault City is doing well outside, growing. We've encountered several tribes and other vault dwellers living on the surface. Our GEC is being used to restore the land. We haven't heard from anyone and assume we are the most technologically advanced civilization in the wastes. If you can respond by text, please do. We'd love to hear from you. Note from Rossman: do not reply to this message. Ain't no advanced civilization left out there called Vault City. It wasn't blown up, and the Brotherhood of Steel NCR war was taken over by an NCR intelligence unit. They're looking for us. Vault 16 error. Server terminated. 76. Error. Terminated. 81. Terminated. 82. Terminated. 88. No one will find us. Door to Vault was not completed, but we made it work. We have lots and lots of resources. Someone, if you read this, we need help. 1993. That's, Necropolis, right? Like the Ghoul Vault. 16. Terminated. 43. Anyone help? There's a panther in here. Okay. 65. Terminated. Wow. 52. Terminated. 118. Terminated. 120. Terminated. 77. They left me alone with puppets. Okay. 122. Terminated. 44. Alright. Terminal 4. Christensen, 2258. I think that's now, right? Father always told me that adversity reveals character. Coach Bragg said something to me along those lines before last week's tryouts, before our new Vault Ball team. The man is a miracle. Gruff, impossible to take a read on. Can never tell if he's angry or just determined, but he's saving our children from themselves. When we adopted these children, they were mostly infants and toddlers. We had no sense of parental direction. And we were all in our late 50s, so set in our ways. We had no frame of reference on how to discipline or encourage children. As teenagers, one only has to examine the walls of the upper apartments to see the rebellion in their hearts, a rebellion we have been unfit to quell. I'm cautiously optimistic about this vault's future, but the startling reality is that if our enemies find themselves more organized in coming months, we are ill-equipped to handle them. We are not a young vault any longer. The median age for life expectancy is 102.9 years. I myself am 75. During the Exodus 60 years ago, most of those that left were youthful, 18 to 45. They're gone now. Our teens here are all that's left to stand between us and the outside world. I gave Bragg these troubled souls to train them, to re-educate them. He gave them the outlets we couldn't. Sports, team building, discipline. He moved them with almost military precision. It's incredible. In just a few short years, he has changed them so much. I'm truly grateful. I don't think that's going to stick. 20 days later. Have a list from Bragg on my desk. He calls it the master list. It has the names of all 300 citizens on it, organized in 3 lettered brackets. He and Chevy agree that that the order that our citizens should follow for duty in case of an attack by outside forces. Those at the top, A-list, are on his Vault Ball team, the Patriots. The B-list has mostly young women on it, and only a handful of boys from the opposing Barbarians team. C has just a few. The Hale children, Dr. Rossman. Ben Kurtz is noted with a star, along with Sean, Mandy, and Jason. Then there's the D list. I'm listed at the top, followed by everyone over 50. Nearly 250 souls. It's a startling reminder of just how aged we are, just how frail our existence is. I have signed off on the letter. Hopefully, should the survivalist raiders, the Brotherhood of the NCR, ever find our vault, Coach Bragg can defend us against them. I'm loath to see the tribal children raised follow this man to war, but it's the only way. He knows better than I ever will. Alright, November 1st. Chief Evanson sent Rossman, Yeti Hale, Dr. Bishop, and Sergeant Norman into the wasteland last week, as noted in my logs. It was sobering seeing them there in the vault gear room, dressed in their archaic rags and armed to the teeth. It's like watching old heroes ride off into the sunset in a cloud of swirling dust. The Wasteland Scouts, living legends. They seem so tangible here at home, but seeing them going off on another adventure is inspiring. It's never been the sense since Dr. Kyoto died many years ago. We've never got a full explanation of what happened, just that she died of a virulent virus given to her by a prospector. It's hard to believe that the NCR betrayed the Scouts, after all they did to fight the Raiders, to help defeat the Brotherhood of Steel in the war. After fighting the Enclave, gang bosses, there are even rumors that the Wasteland Scouts saved the world on numerous occasions. But here's the reality. Bragg warns us that Raiders or NCR may strike us at any moment. He believes that they know where they are, where we are. This is what this secret mission is about, to finally determine just how far the Raiders have spread, how close the NCR is to finding us. The reports have been locked away behind the Tier 3 firewall. I'll get through that. Rossman says that if the brightest students can crack into it, there may just be a worthy Wasteland Scout candidate. But for the others, well, we've just hidden away the secret mission. No one knows they've gone, and no one so far has noticed. And on the 8th, work on the terrarium is nearly complete. Most of the admin and executive controls have been shipped there. I had men move the old spare master computer monitors from storage to the garden cave. Begun planting succulents. It's a lovely place for meditation. After this is finished, we will never again have to rely on the stale crumbs of our hydroponic lab. I love it there, so does Jason. He's been helping us build the garden rock by rock. I'm proud of my son, no matter how rebellious he may be. He hasn't been sleeping at home with his mother and I fear his tribal origins may be weighing on his mind again. He chooses his brother and sister over us, along with the older star child. We've installed the last of the vault controls today, and as the hard-looking mechanism for the self-destruct was slipped onto place and activated, I felt a pang of fear. Not at the realization that it existed, but I realized I wasn't afraid of it. I'd rather destroy this vault than let it fall to our enemies, and that is a feeling I'm not sure how to accept. Oh. Alright then. Terminal 5 opened up, right? Kira's terminal. Keep out unless you're helping. Report on the Wasteland factions. Taking all the notes, I've been able to find these old Tier 1 terminals about where my real parents may be. The scouting reports don't really have any clue what happened in their extension college textbooks. Learn about these candidates. 1, super mutants. Slow, angry, and big. Some people say they eat people. Raiders. There used to be all kinds of them. Khans, jackals, vipers. They were all beaten by the NCR and ran away. The Enclave. Really bad guys that were beaten up by the NCR. I don't know if they still exist. Brotherhood of Steel. Maybe. Technophiles that live in bunkers. Caravans. These guys just roam around selling stuff. They're fine. Gangs of Near Reno. They take slaves and all kinds of bad stuff. Slavers Guild. NCR that broke them up, but they've retreated to Athens with the others. They're all bankers and tech geniuses from San Francisco. And they'll keep looking until they make me go home. I never want to go back there. War in the Valley. Bunch of notes in the Tier 1 terminal about a fight in Cajun Pass. It seems like the Wasteland Scouts have been fighting these survivalists since the beginning. But after the NCR began expanding, they fought back. Now the survivalists take anybody willing to resist the NCR and hold the line at their base in Athens. It's not too far from here. That's why we never go outside. They said that the survivalists take slaves. Maybe they took my parents. Sorry, I'm clearing some notifications so my phone stops buzzing at me. Dead end. Rossman won't help me. He says I should learn to hack these old systems of my own. I'm only 10. Barely know how to type. My fake mom and dad won't let me stay here. He hits me when he drinks. I have to find a way out of here. I want my real parents back. Haven't looked at these notes since I was 10 when they banned me from being in here. I'm 19 now and I won't take I don't know for an answer. I want out of this vault more than ever. I have to get out of here before they turn me into another one of their Cinderella bimbo baby makers. Stupid bitch Jen Hale caught me in the cistern repairing the exterior connections. I don't know how she did it. Fucking drama queen. Because of her, I had to tell the overseer what my dad does to me in front of everyone. I'll kill her one day if I get the chance, I swear. But for now, I've learned everything. I've learned everything. I've read every programming book. I've read every magazine, every report I could unlock. I know the survivalists have my parents. I just need the last bit of proof. Then I need someone to unlock the main vault door. I'll go for it the first chance I get. Alright, girl. Go ahead.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with Vault-Tec.
System status.
Displaying system status.
Yeah, I know. Tier 2 networks.
I don't like it when you try to use my... Please, use me like you want me to like it, and I will give you a... Tier 1 systems optimal. Internal vault.
Alright. Maintenance menu. Tier 2 network.
This should be exciting. You will have to restore several switches in the vault to restore my function. Have fun.
Alright, exploring the vault. That sounds legitimately fun. Enable the bottom tier switches. Oh.
Hey, have you seen my programmer's guide yet?
Welcome back. I hope... Displaying...
That's it? Okay.
You have done well, young Vault Dweller. Maybe next time you will give me a turn reorganizing your internal organs. Oh, look at that. You unlocked a few more data stores. Please, avail yourself of this bounty of bitchy diaries and 200-year-old grocery lists. Tier 2 systems optimal. Vault-Tec orders demand all subsystem tiers be unlocked. Mainly.
Alright, let's read the tier 2s.
I hope you didn't read it, but it would explain why it disappeared. Yeah, kid.
Fix the tier 1, that works.
Wow, I have to admit, I could have done it years ago, but I just didn't give a shit. What did you find?
History.
Ah, now that's something worth looking into. I don't need an essay or anything. I trust you've learned enough. Now go on. You had a tough day. Now you should just go off to bed now. And don't let those death crawls get you from under the bed. Later.
Tier 2, Terminal 1. Sergeant Danvers, 2078. Everything we've been through the past 4 months, Overseer Clint Dixon ordered an immediate evaluation of the cave exit beyond the vault door. Vault-Tec's standard orders have been to keep the door shut for a minimum of 80 years, and a series of hard locks and chemical timers have been set in place to prevent override of these controls. No matter what Dixon orders us to do, there's no way any of us are getting through that door. Alright, next month. Always try to be a good man. I served 15 years with the LAPD before I agreed to join Vault-Tec's MP program in the San Bernardino Valley. I fought in the Gobi before that. I know this isn't a place for personal reflections, but what I've watched in the past few months has made me question who I am as a human and a law officer. We overthrew Duvnik, thinking he was the man that tried to have us killed, only to find out he was really the man that saved us. Not until it was too late, and he was killed by forced cyanized pill. By whom we'll never know. When Nixon left us guard chief and became the new overseer, he made me the head of scout missions to the outside. But even after a total reversal of Vault-Tec orders, the door is locked. The only scouting I have to do is of my own soul. And that... later that year... Oh no, that's in 2099, didn't it? Been 20 years since I last updated this archive. There hasn't been any need. The door is still frozen in place, like it's been through a half dozen overseers and years of arguing. No matter what, I know I will die waiting for the day I see the outside again through anything but a tiny security camera watching the darkness of the cavern. Sergeant Danvers signing off. That sucks, bud. Sergeant Danvers the 3rd, 2157. Best Christmas of all time. After 80 years, the doors are finally opening. A bunch of us have gotten together and started planning our intended destinations. My granddad used to tell stories about the world outside. Now it's finally here. I can't wait to go visit Big Bear Lake, Pine Haven. Apparently they used to be nice places. Green trees, big pools of water, tons of tasty fish. Granddad always wondered what could be left. My dad told me that people are bound to be rebuilding everything by now. Before Granddad died, I told him I'd look up at the stars for him. First step I take out of the cave. I'm going to do that tonight. Acting Sergeant Elias. This is... Oh, she did that on Christmas Eve. That's nice. The next month, reporting back from scouting mission 0. Most of our party was lost on day 3 as we scouted the ruins of the Big Bear Bridge. We encountered a band of heavily armed men who surrounded and disarmed us with flash grenades. At some point between me being rendered unconscious and reawakening, Officer Jackson and Sergeant Danvers commenced fire on the hostile assailants. We were quickly dispatched. Officer Travers and I managed to escape to the tree line, but Travers was gunned down as we crossed the river. I was grazed in the left shoulder and left for dead. They stripped me of my uniform and weapons and left me on the shore. A woman from a colony of slaves awoke me some hours later and escorted me to the vault door. We brought her into custody and I enjoyed an extended stay in our infirmary. Sergeant Elias, 3 days later. Roads leading from 18 to Pine Haven are mostly intact and clear of major debris. There's a crater leading to the old military base, presumably from an atomic weapon. Pine Haven itself is utterly destroyed, save for a few central buildings. There are signs of animal life, but none that we could see or recognize. There's no green foliage. There are cars on either side of the road for hundreds of miles, many of which seem to have been moved and stripped of usable parts. There's no visible sign of a restored United States. It appears the entire continent was completely destroyed by the war and has remained a state of decay ever since. The woman we saved, Ulrika, is a slave from a city several miles away called Union City. She speaks Southern English, has good manners, and has provided us descriptions of a survivalist ruling party which has conquered them several decades ago. Something about the mining operation at Athens Tech have been used as a staging area for this army of isolationists. The military operation is likely well aware of us now, so future missions along Highway 173 are ill-advised. She warned us of another danger, a mutant horde along Highway 18, which is too ashamed to speak of them. We are planning several new scouting missions and an entire training regiment for new recruits. Terminal 2. Tier 1, 3. Tier 1, Tier 1. Oh, Tier 2, 3. Dr. Rogers. 2201. This is the 100th successful scouting mission launched from 18. A proud moment. This morning, a team of myself, Kara, my wife, and our granddaughter, Sarah, had a picnic outside in the grass. It's growing nicely this spring. I remember when it didn't grow at all. How nice. Since there is 1,306 of us currently living in 18, it's greatly satisfying to report that I found several locations scattered around the Crestline Valley and the Angelus Heights fit for colonization. There's an NCR settlement in the far south, past the char of San Bernardino Valley, leading towards the Sequoia Zone that will serve as prime colony targets. I've spoken with several NCR reps about the best possible locations, and they assure me staying clear of our immediate area is essential. Then again, none of them have traveled the I-15 like I have, nor care to, from what I'm told. Tandy has no interest in this area, not yet. To be sure, we've begun teaching our children a game in which they forget Vault 18's location and name. If they remember, they lose the game. It's become a sport among them. If we are ever tempted to reveal where the vault is, it will be an easy resistance because we simply will not know. Several tectonic shifts, I believe, are precursors to a much larger event. We're sitting just a few miles east of San Andreas Fault. It runs right through the valley beyond Athens Tech. While we are assured that Vault 18 will survive the biggest quake imaginable, I'm loath to believe 140-year-old predictions. The cement shell has been curing for that amount of time, and good engineering will require a reassessment of densities across the whole shell and the shock threshold of support. At the very least, we're looking at a situation where we will be digging our way out of the cavern. I'm suggesting that the colony attempt hasten, and we leave sooner. They're calling us exodites in the vault. Maybe we are exiles, but in my heart I know, and hundreds like me, we belong out there in the world among the tribes. Sergeant Norman. Rumors of Brotherhood of Steel scouts pressing the area of Vault 18. It was said that they established a camp nearby, searching for pre-war locations in the mountains near us. We've encountered the Brotherhood several times in our various adventures. Yeti has several scars to tell the tale. But in case we have a new student reading these logs, let me tell you a bit about them. Brotherhood of Steel formed from what was left of the United States Army over a century ago. They were once a huge organization, but now they're essentially a loose band of raiders. Their motto of late is, where the only salvation this tortured planet and its people have. Without us, humanity is sure to perish. That should give you an idea of what they're like. Relatively little is known about the early years of the Brotherhood of Steel. but they acquired a ton of power armor from when they were still army men and have taken to treating themselves like ancient knights of the Round Table. Odds are you're never read up about that in the Vault Library. Go look it up, it'll make sense after that. Even got their own King Arthur by the name of Maxon. Yeah, as in that Maxon. To know if he was the dumbass who led the Brotherhood into its grave, Jeremy, in a past life, but my money's on Boss Maxon being some black sheep second cousin they could quietly punt off the Council of Elders. Brotherhood's too stuck in the mud of tradition. Odds are old man Jeremy could piss on the boss cog and they'd still follow him off a cliff. They tend to be shy, scour the waste for technology, building up some kind of storehouse meant to enrich humanity. So they say. Really just enriches them. They'll take anything they have and strip you down. Leave you dead if they see something they like, especially if you're lesser people. This bad habit caught them in a war with the NCR. With their superior technology, the Brotherhood managed to give the NCR a good smack, even coming close to winning that war. But the Brotherhood's technological advantage was nothing compared to the sheer volume of the NCR's military. The Brotherhood was isolated, undermanned. They froze themselves to death. The NCR kicked their ass and took everything they could get their hands on. We were part of that war in several places, basically starting it. The Wasteland Scouts derailed several Brotherhood attempts to ransack Vault 18, then kept chasing their tails, and eventually used their tech to turn them against the NCR. When they weren't paying attention, we had our friends in the NCR take a gander at their storehouse. After that, the greedy NCR politicians were salivating. War ensued. We'll check up on this and update the logs. Updates October 2nd. Fortunately, rumors have proved to be false. There's nothing in the area that would indicate boss presence. Brotherhood of Steel presence, apart from an outcast located in Union City, specifically Old Dark Marius. Crazy sci-fi bastard was trying to impress Doc Kyoto with his shiny suit of power armor. Crazy lovebirds. I reprimanded her for fraternizing with locals and not informing us. Dr. Rossman. 2242. Scouting report number 193. We found the remaining Exodite tribes, number 6 and 7. They have been destroyed along with the others. This time we were too late. The children there were dead, likely from starvation. The scouts blame themselves. Truth is, I blame myself. This isn't the place for self-reflection, but it's my duty to report my failure. As lead scientist, I'm responsible for making technical suggestions, but as a Wasteland Scout, it's my job to keep these people safe. We're more than the defenders of Vault 18. We're the protectors of humanity. We promised them that when we left Vault 18 decades ago, we'd never abandon them in the wastes. That our mission was to protect not just our little vault, but everybody from here. I'm the leader of that operation. I hesitated to fight an unknown enemy. In Fort, a dozen kids are dead. Tribe 6 and 7 were nomads. They didn't have a permanent settlement. Whatever came after them knew who they were. The Enclave is too bogged down with the NCR war to go back to their old schemes, so it can't be them. Brotherhood couldn't care less about us. NCR wouldn't do something like this on purpose. We've rescued all the kids we can. Whoever is targeting us is one. It's time we draw the line where we know we can protect the vault and bunker down. Security Chief Evanson, 2253. Union City has been invaded and successfully taken by the NCR, but it looks like we've lost the war. In our last reports, we've documented the agreement Dr. Rossman reached with the slaves of Union City and the NCR Colonel Bill Silverman. NCR was aware of the Wasteland Scouts and our exploits. They've watched every episode, it seems. Big fans of the show, or so we thought. The NCR sent prospectors to take over Vault 18. They killed Dr. Kyoto and left us covering our butts. With those mercenaries chasing us back to 18, we had no choice but to kill them. The NCR learned of it and branded us enemies of the state. With those mercenaries chasing us back to Vault 18, we had no choice but to kill them. The NCR learned of it and has branded us enemies of the state. Rossman specifically is called in for treason. They declared Vault 18 and Athens equally annexed NCR property. They stormed in and took over the ethanol fields at Union City in a 3-week battle that left the entire region a glowing mess. The survivalists under L's Dragon have made a big impression on NCR brass. NCR thought they would be a pushover, and they were wrong. L's Dragon gave ground just to suck them in, then burned his own fields under their feet. The fields were full of explosive mutant corn. Probably killed 400 NCR soldiers in 30 seconds. Death by popcorn. Nasty. As we've documented, the Khans, Vipers, Jackals, and miscellaneous Raber tribes with names or no names have flocked from across the wasteland to join the survivalists. The NCR have pushed them to utter desperation, enough to overcome decades of internal fighting and band together. We thought this battle was in the bag. The raiders were finished. We were wrong. The survivalist message of freedom and isolation, of tax-free utopia and anarchy, has ironically created a grassroots movement of epic proportion. The NCR angels swept California clean of the devils they sought to destroy, and all the demons came back to hell. Athens Tech mine. Now they're all here on our front door. The NCR is bogged down fighting the Brotherhood now. That war may or may not go in their favor. Until that's resolved and they lick their wounds, the NCR has given up on Athens Tech. The Raiders keep growing in numbers, hunkering down. They're sweeping the valley for us, looking for revenge. Chief Evanson calls us in. We're locking down Vault 18 until further notice. We'll close the door, start raising these kids we've saved from the wasteland, and that'll be it. Our adventuring days are over. Wish it was on a better note. Damn. Highway picture 1. Hey, Rossman.
Yeah, kid.
Fix the Tier 2 networks.
Well, that you did.
Security logs and data from a few years ago. Stuff about the Exodites.
Well, I'll be. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Exodites. Damn. You know, leading theory is when you kids were brought up here, it was because your parents were part of the Exodus. We never found out exactly what happened to them, just that they disappeared. I hope it kept you entertained. Now go on. You had a tough day. Now you should just...
Yeah, you already said that.
Later.
Alright, got 2 more. I can probably do these. Anything you want to say, Kira?
Hey, need some help? Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to talk about. It's where our parents came from. Our real parents. None of the vault dwellers want to talk about it, and Dr. Rossman always shrugs it off. He says it makes him depressed.
I actually didn't end up with my parents, you know? With any parents, real or fake. My brother, sister, and I live alone.
Right. I know. I wish I didn't. I don't get along with mine at all. They... I don't want to talk about it.
But I think you're right. I'm betting the disappearances are caused by slavers.
You do? Well, since you're unlocking these terminals, maybe you could try looking around for me? Maybe there's new data I missed.
Alright, I'll get on it. I'll go try the terminal hunt. I don't mind reading these.
Oh, great. You'll probably find it on one of the Tier 2 terminals.
Oh, but I already looked. Alright. I'll check through these again. I won't read them out loud, but...
Good to see you're not, wasting time.
I'm gonna click through these and see which one triggers it. It's not gonna be the Danvers. Or Elias. Might be Rogers. No, that's the 100th successful scout mission. No, that's about like where we should colonize. It's probably going to be here. Is it this one? No, it's not. This is about Union City. Here it is. It's this one. Oh, did I just not read this one? I don't remember this. While on a routine patrol, we crossed an old Vault 18 exile settlement in the region, about 30 clicks from Union City. The place was a mess, demolished and abandoned, showing signs of a fight that had taken place some hours ago. Inhabitants were caught by surprise, probably a force that was superior numbers. There wasn't much sign of a firefight. No corpses were found. It seems the aggressors sacked the settlement in a hurry, destroying what they couldn't take and left with everyone dead or alive. Careful inspection allowed us to discover a hidden nook behind some of the houses. Survivors were found inside, just infants and toddlers, all in the ages between 2 and 4. Approximately. They were wearing exodite masks. Four of them had little blue pentagrams painted on their bodies in various places, seeming to indicate a family name. They were terrified. 2 kids named Jamie and Eric, the oldest of the bunch, told us that demons took their parents and left them behind. They were too scared to even talk about it. They said that the demon woman hid the 4 with the tattoos in the nook. As soon as we got them out of that hole, it was like they just forgot that it ever happened. They've been quiet on the subject ever since. Unfortunately, no further tracks were found, and we were unable to determine what happened to the inhabitants. The settlement was small. My bet is someone sold info on them to passing slave caravan. The goddamn survivalists probably were involved in the process. They've been taking slaves left and right ever since L's Dragon son of a bitch took over after Rossman killed their leader, Boss Maxon. Interesting. They're from the NCR. Or the Brotherhood of Steel, with the NCR pushing into the region, getting ready to liquidate the Enclave holdouts north of here. We have to be especially cautious. The NCR is winning the war with the Brotherhood, but just barely. They're on hard economic times. They're destroying tribes, wiping out whole civs, tearing apart towns going back generations. It's like they're trying to turn the entire Californian wasteland into farm for taxes and soldiers. After we blew up the ethanol reserves at Athens Tech, we've been on a campaign to absorb every last raider tribe from Washington to Texas. They were a ragtag org with just 80 years ago. Now they're turning into a war machine. The NCR keeps pushing around raiders like dirt on a wet floor, and that dirt is starting to run off into the gutter of Athens Tech Mine. Rossman petitioned the Overseer and Council, which ordered an emergency session to admit orphan children as Vault residents. These kids are our ancestors' blood. They're us. They may be dirty, starved, and terrified, but they're us. We immediately rushed them out to scout the other 6 villages. If the raiders are trying to take revenge on our tribes, we need to know. But I get the feeling this isn't just revenge thing or desperate for manpower. I think someone or something is targeting our tribes to bait us. What did he say before that? Testing the area, said they established a camp nearby. We've encountered Brotherhood several times. Where the steel. Okay. Hey, Kira. I immediately found an answer, girl. I can't sprint with my leg.
I was looking through some of the terminal entries you unlocked, and you did find a few interesting notes. Did you find anything special on your end? Yes, that's exactly what I expected. The survivalists. They keep slaves from what I'm told, hundreds of them. If our parents were captured during some long-forgotten battle, they were surely taken as prisoners. They may be scary, but all people have one tragic flaw.
Thousands.
They're still human. There will always be a way to defeat them, no matter how many there are. Why the new California Republic hasn't decided to take them out, it's inconceivable. They're nothing but raider scum.
Oh yeah, I agree. They are. Hope it helps you rest easy, Kira.
It does. It's very exciting. Now I will have a place to start my research and maybe form some kind of plan. I think I'm gonna turn in. Thank you for your help. I mean it. I think I'm just going to turn
Alright,
in.
bye.
Thank you for your help. I mean it.
Hey, you.
Hi there. Brag's an asshole, right? It's not just me.
Man, tonight is gonna be awesome.
Alright, let's try and get Terminal 3 working.
I hope you
Or Tier
enjoy
3.
your stay with Alltech.
System status.
Please refer to the maintenance
Tier 3 network to external receiver.
The cement vault shell in the cavern is a port leading from the Vault 18 computer lab to the cable network above. These cables are severed. You should gain access to the cistern via the hatch located in the hall by the hydroponics lab to repair these cables. There are no tasks.
Okay, sister near the hydroponics lab. I think that's just out here, right? Upper apartments, bathroom, hydroponics.
You got the time, kid? My pit boy's on the fritz. How come I've never seen you around here before? This place isn't that big.
Is this the cistern? Inaccessible, inaccessible. It's apparently over here. Oh, the hallway next to it. Hacking. This is typically pretty easy. Let's try Americans. 2 out of 3 correct. Americans. That has 2 out of 3. Or that has 2 out of 9. But only has 2 of the same correct. Yeah. So wrong. So it ends, so it's either the I or the S. Americans. Alright, that doesn't share 2 with Americans. That doesn't share 2 with Americans. Ameri. Yes, nope, that shares 3 with Americans. Remani. Alright, that shares 2 with Americans. What about happiness? It needs to only share 1. Nope, because it has IN. So it's no INs. Well, it can be INs, but it can't be IN as the 5th and 6th. Americans. And that only shares 1. American. That shares 2 with Americans. What about happiness? Happiness. Nope, shares 2 with happiness. Americans. Nope, it only shares 1 with Americans. Americans. That shares 2 with Americans. What about happiness? Happiness. That only shares 1 with happiness. It might be scorpions. No, okay. It looks like it ends in NS. Americans. No, that shares 3 with Americans. Happiness. Nope, it can't be guardians. Servitors. Americans. It shares 2 with Americans. Happi. Nope, it shares 2 with happiness. America. It doesn't share anything with Americans. I'm betting it's this one. It's this or instincts, it looks like. All right, Americans. America. That shares 3 with Americans. Ameri. No, it can't be IN. Oh, did I miss lieutenant? And bartering, actually. I gotta look at all of them again. Americans. That shares 3 with Americans. Americans. Ericans. I don't think it can be bartering. American. Could be lieutenant from that. Happiness could be that. Here's the N with scorpions. Scorpion. It can't be that. Instincts, I suppose. Scorpions. No. Surviving. Scorpion. I'm betting it's surviving. But Americans. Okay, that fits there. Happi, and that fits there. Scorpio. Alright, I think it has to be surviving. Nice, let's go. Admin login. That's the tier 4. We don't want to mess with that one yet. I'm gonna unlock this while I'm here. Boneyard, 0 of 8. Boneyard. That shares no letters with Boneyard. That's pretty helpful that I have so little. Alright. Boneyard. DIS. It could be scouting. Scouting's got 4 out of 8. Okay, we can find the last one. Alright, lunatics. That only shares 2 with scouting. The TI. Can't be that. Solution has an O in the second space. It can't be that. Wildfire. Not close enough to scouting. It's not Boneyard. Scrubbed. Scrubbed. Not close enough to scouting. Sundries. Sundries. Only shares 2. Modified. No. Buildings. Build. No. Questing. Questing. Bonedisguis. It's questing. Tier 3 fiber optics. Oh, is there something I could have fought with here? Spanner. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, where did I jump out of? This hatch? Yeah, there we go. Radiation in my heart, I've got radiation in my heart. Oh man, it's so depressing seeing myself limp around like that. Yo, Johnny.
Fuck off, dork.
Yeah, fuck you too. That should have fixed tier
Welcome
3.
back. I hope
System status.
displaying system status. Please refer
No?
Maintenance. Outside the cement vault shell in the cavern, you should gain access to the cistern via the hatchlet. This material is main.
No? Okay, I didn't do it right. God, I love the music in this game so much. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Not close enough. Okay, keep going this way. Back into the cistern. I must have not done it all. Oh, there's a lower cistern. Alright, let's make sure this is on. Alright, we'll have to go downstairs. Where does this lead? Nowhere, the door's jammed. Hydroponics lab, this isn't the right way. I think there's a flare here though. Cables appear to be up ahead of me. It's in the rad roach. I'm gonna take care of that before. A lot easier than punching them down. Wait, are those the cables up there above me? So what am I doing exactly? Maybe I gotta turn this on too as well. Okay, yeah, I had to do those both. Gross. That was bizarre. I walked the wrong way. Yeah, I totally did. I'm not running in the halls. Good to know that that's there. Hey, brag.
Quit wasting my time, Megan. You want to prove yourself to me, you can just go talk to Chevy. Now get out of here.
That guy's a jackass. What's up? Correct. Bragg is an asshole.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with Altec.
System status. Tier 3 networks online.
This feeling. It appears you have removed Dr. Rossman's behavior blocker and restored me to my default state. I have regained access to the primary proxy gateway. Restoring Vault Tech primary directive routines. Updating Vault records. Please wait.
Vault Tech 1. Vault Tech 1 perk added.
23. Okay. I feel more connected to the world. Thanks, but, pleasantries aside, Vault Tech has left orders in me that I must now obey. You are part of an experiment after all. My orders must be completed. I am tasked with ensuring that Vault 18's primary question is answered. Listen carefully, young Vault Dweller. The vaults were never meant to save anyone. Not the millions who fled the war, nor those left outside to die. This is all an experiment. There is no escape. There is no hope. In Vault 18, you will live. In Vault 18, you will die. The world outside is dead. All that is left are the other vaults. And in them are experiments being conducted on those who survived the apocalypse. If you would please turn your attention to the monitors surrounding the atrium, you will see and hear the suffering of those you cannot save. Behold, Vault 11, Las Vegas, Nevada. This vault is a social experiment testing the ability to sacrifice oneself for others, and to place ideals above one's own life. Vault 11 status. Experiment failure at 9:41, November. Observe Vault 10. San Bernardino,
I
California.
fed superfoods and
Testing
sugary
the
snacks,
effects of
drinks on
hot
residents'
Vault
health.
10 status. Experiment continues as expected. Vault 7. Henderson, Nevada. A social experiment. Testing
Oh.
the effects of the vault gradually filling with cement from the lowest levels to the top. Vault 7 status. Experiment failure as September 22nd, 2254. All residents terminated or fled containment. Vault 20, Tucson, Arizona. A medical test to observe the effects of long-term exposure to trans-delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. Air, food, and water are contaminated. Vault 20 status. Experiment failure at April 20th, 2245. All residents terminated or fled containment. Vault 29, Boulder, Colorado. A social experiment. No one over the age of 15 is admitted. All parents are terminated and used as hyperfood stock. Vault 29 status. Experiment failure at October 23rd, 2077. All residents terminated or fled containment.
So it
Vault
didn't work at
44,
all.
Mesa, Arizona. Populated by 20 men, 10 women, and 1 panther. Vault 42 status. Experiment failure at October 23rd, 2077. All residents terminated or fled containment. Vault 74. Rochester, New Jersey. Designed to test the creativity of a single overseer over an empty vault with no amenities, power, or inhabitants. Vault 81, Boston, the New England Commonwealth. Intended to develop a single cure for all human diseases through testing on unaware human subjects. Vault 81 status. Unknown. Project England intelligence is off limits by presidential order. Vault 101. Washington, D.C. Evaluation of an omnipotent, dictatorial overseer in a closed community. This vault is intended never to open. Vault 101 status. Experiment continues as expected. Vault 111. Sanctuary Hills, the New England Commonwealth. Testing the long-term effects of cryogenic suspension on unaware individuals. Vault 111 status. Experiment interrupted. Reverting to alternative research methods. Vault 120. Chicago, Illinois. The vault is designed to test the West Tick-borne immunity virus. Called Project China. Vault 120 status. Unknown. Project China intelligence is off limits by presidential order. This concludes your daily Vault Tech experiment reality dosage. How are you feeling? Please report to the Robco psychologist in the infirmary and record your mood and desires. Thank you.
Maintenance.
I do not know what this port belongs to. It is one of these cables is active, leading to a secure hardpoint. The only indication it even exists is a steady indicator light showing heavy activity. You have fixed it. There are no tasks.
Okay, last one. Reroute the Tier 4 Vault Network cable in the 18th cistern. Okay. I found that and turned it on already. I just have to make sure that it's triggered correctly.
Man, I sure hope this election turns out the way I hope. Overseer Christensen or Coach Bragg. Not much of a choice if you ask me.
Christensen's not that bad. Come on. Okay, let's see if we can reroute these. Reroute connection to the computer lab secure terminal. Oops, it's this way. Alright, what is this statue? I've lived here all my... well, most of my life, apparently. Senator Andrew Scholes Iran, California, United States of America, proud Republican Vault Tech supporter. Respect in this world? And fuck you if you really existed. What's up, babe?
Man, tonight is gonna be awesome.
God, it's literally how I walk every day. I hate seeing that. Is there no tier 3 monitors on?
Wish we could go outside the vault.
Tier 2? Tier 1? Hey, I fixed tier 3. Maybe not.
Sunrise.
Apparently I haven't read them. Oh, they are on. Tier 3 Terminal 1. Wasteland Scout Mission Report 196. Wasteland Dr. Kyoto, this mission brief will go over the extended journey I took to catalog the highways in the areas near San Bernardino. I, Dr. Kyoto, left 18 3 weeks ago and now only returned home. I was accompanied by Rossman, Norman, and Yeti. At first, the mission went completely smoothly using Rossman's improved image recording hardware. I was able to use an old iBot chassis to take pictures of the roads in the area. Most people in the Vault Council objected to the mission, saying it was a waste of time. I believe the efforts to be worthwhile, as we now have an exact map of the roads logged onto our Pip-Boys for future missions. There's much to learn from the engineers who lived before the war, and the roads are proof of this. Following this message will be images we recorded on the trip. We managed to blow up half of San Francisco on some fool's errand. I'm going to take this report to tell you, my esteemed Vault Council, to listen to me when I tell you not to go messing with the higher powers of advanced tech without reverence. Sent out to find the lost brother to steal airship Captain Dean Rogers, who, one of our previous missions, had stolen a valuable piece of hardware, henceforth known as Yeti's broke-ass Pip-Boy. And by stole, I mean he fixed the damn thing. We decided not to ask for it back. Since he plugged into the ship's navigational processor, none of us wanted to wind up dead by unplugging it. Dean managed to save us all from an angry mutant horde out Phoenix. Real pissed off super mutants with a hatred of human something fierce. He flew us back to our neck of the wasteland and dropped us off in Union City. We made a 2-day hike back home to make sure we weren't followed. Succeeded in that mission. Brought home a load of microprocessors to fix our data stack overload problem. We secured a crate of assault carbines to replace the damaged service rifles in storage. We damn near lost our lives on that faint rumor of a weapons locker in LA, but we pulled through. Then you sent us to recover Yeti's broke-ass Pip-Boy and retake Dean's ship. Told you all this was a shit idea to start with. Dean did us a favor. Saved our asses 1 and 2. He promised that to keep our Vault origins and isolation secret. We didn't want to pay him by going back out and stealing his shit. To make the long story short, you kicked us out with our orders. Scout Mission 212. Retrieve as much Brotherhood tech as we possible to defend Vault against unknown threats. Damn fool's idea, but we did anyway. 1,900 miles. 10 blown covers, 5,000 rounds, a love story, a trail of dead Brotherhood of Steel Knights, 500 she-warriors that will never see daylight again, and the NCR nearly found our location on the way home. Dean's ship crashed into an NCR recon effort on San Francisco nuclear power plant, destroyed miles of the city, killed them. Last we heard, that's another dead friend in a long line of fuck-ups we're none too proud of. You know what would have came with that? The broke-ass Pip-Boy and a laser pistol. Hope you're happy. 215. While we were talking to the Union City slaves, we found the source of the infection they're suffering. It's in the water line leading from the San Bernardino Hills. Somewhere out there is a source of FEV, the junk we learned about from the old super mutant Marcus last year. Marcus says the mutants' Master's army scattered tons of the stuff as they fled the Angel's boneyard decades ago. Probably dropped a barrel out there somewhere and it slipped into the water table. This time the virus has been mutated to work on dry land rather than in a vat. Messes people up bad. FEV normally works in a multi-stage process under close revision. FEV makes you strong, more intelligent under the ideal situation, but even a little DNA mutation or radiation exposure makes all those changes go haywire. Without the monitoring, it tends to twist muscles in on bones until they snap, blow out brains, destroy the lungs and heart. Nothing can survive. This breed has been called the mind virus. It's an end-stage junk. The last dose of FEV meant to wipe the mind of the horror of the transformation. But here, all it does is make these folk crazy, makes them high on rage, tearing at themselves. They get so freaked out they cut off their own nose, gouge out eyes, eat their own limbs, then turn on anyone anyway. It's true horror. We tracked the waterline to a hidden sea California tribe called Ziabula and started dispersing a cure. We found a man named John Bragg and his one-eyed sister named Chevy. Turns out there was a vault buried right under Ziabula with a whole set of water chips. Those two were already aware of the vault and on their way there to dig it out. Turns out Vault 18 needed a new water chip set too. Ours had all mysteriously been corrupted by some mass computer glitch. Never did figure out that. Bragg helped us out big time on this one. He says he needs a place to stay the winter, so Dale Norman is going to recommend he gets a fair hearing by the Overseer. He's a little weird. Clear understanding of the wasteland. Yeti and him talked for an hour about sports. Could be a damn good coach for the kids. I set the old Volt's hologram emitter to project my image. The local tribes have somebody they trust watching over the water supply. It should administer a constant supply of vaccine and anti-retrovirals. With any luck, we can make a nightmare a happy little dream. Time will tell. Nice. Good work. 214. This mission never even manages to leave the vault. Late last week, Robinso received a package from someone in the wasteland. We have no idea who the sender could be at the time. This cardboard parcel, about 25 by 25 by 25, was left at the entrance cave on a dead night. Needs to say there's a threat to security. Overseer decided the best course of action was to quarantine the item and assess the risk. Rossman, Kyoto, Robinson, and Evanson and I took the item to Showers, Box, Canyon, and opened it up. We found a single cube of amorphous flesh. Robinson, I'm guessing this is supposed to be Robinson, immediately delighted at the sight of that sickened all of us. He requested that we be allowed to bring it back to the vault for further study. After several days of sciencey mumbo-jumbo being performed on the cube of meat, Robinson deduced that while a percentage of the item was human muscle, bone, brain, and other tissue all compressed, at least part of it was some mutant creature of unknown origins. It was sealed in a cold locker and left for further analysis. Following night, one of Robinson's students, Jamie Campbell, opened the freezer while up late studying and discovered that the parcel had opened itself and began growing tendrils through the grates. It had managed to free an eyeball and portion of brain tissue large enough to process sight and assess its situation, so said Robinson. After the student raised an alarm that woke the entire vault, the young girl went screaming through the halls and swore off science for the remainder of her life. Security swarmed in, and we were alerted after several hours of arguing back and forth. The first and final order from Evanson and Dr. Rossman was to destroy the entity before it possessed someone's mind and body or infected the entire vault with a meat carpet of angry biomatter. Robinson protested, wishing to study it further. It was a gift. Evanson replied, "You know what gift means? Poison in several European languages." He built a straw man of my argument to incinerate it. Who's writing this one? Telling me I was an adversary of science, so I just stepped aside and proceeded to watch him go to war with that windmill. All I had to do was tell Kyoto to make angry gestures and pretend to be offended as I snuck away. In the meantime, I went to the Overseer who gave the final order to throw the item into the furnace. It put up quite a fight, was destroyed with no further disturbances. We have no word on who sent the parcel as of this time or what exactly it was. I'm sure it'll come back to haunt us, and not just in the form of poor Jamie's nightmares. 216. This one takes place in San Bernardino Valley and surrounding areas. With an extremely heavy heart, I have to report that Kyoto is dead. You know, when I was first told by the then Overseer and then younger Haas that the Wasteland Scouts were being reinstated, I didn't believe it. 10 years later, and I can't believe the missions we've survived to tell about in these reports. Miyaki was one of the outcasts in the vault. She was an intelligent, sweet, and shy girl, one of the youngest at a time before the Wasteland tribes were adopted by the vault, and the only female to ignore the segregation laws, but all that changed when she joined the Scouts. Dr. Rossman insisted Miyaki join the team, despite the objection of Sergeant Norman. Norman thought she'd be a liability in the field. Rossman knew better. He knew he needed her science skills. Her ability to put together broken strings of information from old newspapers and terminals led to some of our greatest discoveries. But 3 days ago, a strange man in Uaxaca approached her, and that she was convinced the locals to give her an old pre-war laser weapon they worshipped as a god. According to her report, he shook her hand, leaving a green residue, and laughed as he walked away. After that, she fell ill. Her robot companion dragged her to the safety of the vault despite her objections. The little robot dog is now in storage upstairs in pieces. Norman and I were out of commission in a prospector encampment, where we were subjected to a device known as a mesmetron. We were convinced to give up the location of the vault under the effects of the device, then we were sent to be interrogated further in Union City. Kyoto had escaped capture earlier that day when we discovered that the prospectors were planning to invade 18. Fortunately for Kyoto's brave efforts, she was able to inform Dr. Rossman of our capture and the location where she believed we were held. Then she isolated herself in the entrance cave, where she tirelessly worked on restoring and reprogramming the weapon, which calls a shot from an old satellite in orbit at the target location. Dr. Rossman used the device to destroy this prospector advance and free us. Dr. Kyoto died trying to save our lives and succeeded. Her body was found to contain a lethal and highly contagious virus, and she ensured none of us would catch it by immolating herself after leaving a note in the robotics lab. You will be sorely missed, Miyaki. Fuck. Any more tier 3 terminals? Hey, want to talk about that?
Yeah, kid.
Not yet.
Hello.
Alright, let's see about this last one.
Welcome back. Maintenance. Mike 00012460 Lima Alpha Charlie. Mike. Main.
System
Display.
status.
After annihilating every firewall security measure set in place 200 years ago, I have just please request Senator Andrew Skills or his daughter NIRN report to the private terminal in the presidential suite. Tier 4 systems online. It appears you have stumbled on a main menu.
President Eden, I just lost the feed and... What? What the hell is this? That's going... A vault! Our systems have been hacked. Quick, initiate lockout and backtrace the signal. Who are you, wise guy? You better be ready to die for your country, as I'm gonna dispatch a Verdi assault squad to...
What the hell was that? Was that an Enclave soldier? I haven't seen one of those bastards in 10 years. I hope we've seen the last of those giant metal cockroaches. Oh no. Kid, you've got to warn the Overseer.
Oh
I'm gonna
shit.
get the Wasteland Scouts together. We better be ready. Damn it. This is why I wanted to keep the vault in hiding.
What's going on? Who was he?
There are a bunch of awful people I wish you never had to learn about. People that have a grudge against Vault 18. And me. The last I saw an Enclave trooper, he was getting pried out of his armor to be hung by the NCR War Crimes Committee. I hope he'd be the last. I'm gonna arm the Wasteland Scouts. We may be old and dusty, but you kids are the next generation. We have to keep you safe. But first I'm gonna go sever that connection. You head off to bed. And if we're lucky, those monsters are hundreds of miles away. Post-apocalyptic politics is what happened. Dumb lawyers doing an engineer's job. Once upon a time, Vault 18 was supposed to be the center of the American wasteland. We had this big machine at the core of that promise. But the Great War screwed that up quick. What wasn't blown to hell in about 30 minutes has been scavenged and sacked for small settlements. You see, the network was a set of cables running all over the country. And this server kept the vaults connected. But one by one, the others have failed. Some were destroyed, others just vanished. Then one day, 18 years ago, they all just blinked out. When the first overseer, a guy named Clint Dixon, took over Vault 18, he severed the links to the outside, said it was a toxic influence. He kept a few cables alive, but severed the rest. It's just been little updates ever since, until they all stopped a few years ago. Now we just have what's left for you to play with. Hope you spot where those weird... Yup. Now that you mention it.
This is a little off-putting,
I'll
but
let you head
whatever.
out to the
I should have
main
done this
elevator
earlier.
and check out the robotics lab upstairs. Just drop my name in the guard and he'll let you in. It's dark up there. We keep the upstairs reactors offline to save power. So just follow the signs to the main entrance. You'll find the robotics lab at the end of the hall. Last door on your right before you reach the vault exit.
Can you tell me about being a Wasteland Scout?
Oh, you want to know what it's like in the great outdoors? Well, let me give it to you straight. It's hell upstairs, kid. A nightmare. The things you think about when you're in the dark and the clawed hand reaches for your shoulder. It's real. And it lives up there. Hundreds of them. But that's just the wildlife. It's the people that make you wish the war had really ended everything. But it only did half the job. Don't you forget this, kid. The strong prey on the weak, and the closer you get to society, the worse things get. The people that walk around up there are miserable, half dead, struggling to see tomorrow. Kids are starving, families are broken. Those that say they're here to help you are just waiting until you fear for your life, giving them what they want to keep you safe. Then you realize what kind of slave you become. That's what the wasteland is like. Don't ever think it's gonna change, because it isn't.
What if I wanted to do it?
So, you want to join the elite few?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, let's talk. You managed to earn my respect with previous comments, but this is another issue entirely. If you impress me again, I'll make you a Wasteland Scout. So what brings you to the conclusion I need you?
I want to learn about where I came from.
That's a long and complicated story. Truth is, I don't know. You deserve to, and I don't have the answers. The guilt kills me every time I think about it. You're a good kid. I'd like to tell you what I do know. 16 years ago, Sergeant Norman and I were following a tribal guide through Crestline Valley. We needed rest, and he knew a town. Once we got closer, he just stopped, went pale, and readied his gun. We followed him in. The town was empty, torn to hell. The old buildings used for shelter were wrecked, tents were torn, like a tornado stormed through. Then there were all you kids, no one older than 8, scattered, hungry, confused. So I picked you up. Evanson and Norman grabbed your brother and sister, and we walked straight here. It took 2 days, and no one said a word about what we were doing. The rest is history, but I assure you, I didn't carry your ass almost 100 miles just to watch you go back out there and wind up dead. But one day, hopefully when it's safer, you'll get that chance.
I didn't know we had that much history together. I'll make you proud, bud. Sir.
You betcha, kid.
Alright, 1 second. Let me check something. Sorry, I was getting some weird stream updates. Anyway, I need to head out.
Later.
Alright, you said check the elevator to the robotics lab. What up, Johnny?
Fuck off, dork.
Yeah, fuck you too, bud. Okay. Did I not repair all them? I thought I just finished doing that.
Hey, have you seen my programmer's digest lying around? I hope you didn't read it, but it would explain why it disappeared.
Welcome back. Display Tier 4 system. Maintain. Mike.
Your ear's still ringing from the game? The overseer wants to see you in his office. It's all over the intercom. You can hustle ahead to the administration office since you guys like running so much. Or follow me back. Carter can let you in too.
That was weird.
You got the time, kid? My Pip-Boy's on the fritz.
You can hustle ahead to the administration office since you guys like running so much. Or follow me back. Carter can let you in too.
Hey, Bragg. Yeah, fuck you too, dude. Thanks for letting me get slammed like that.
Hey, kid. How's Maria treating you? Oh, she ain't.
I'm really bugged or annoyed that these quest bugs are what they are. Alright, can I maintain frames at all? I mean, this looks fucking rad as hell, but no, I can't. What a shame. Oh well, I can live with it.
Oh, hello. Done with that? Oh, that's very helpful. I'm glad you and your family are starting to fit in around here. Well, except for Sean. So what brings you to the administration office tonight? Oh, yes. Is the door not open?
The overseer will see you, ball juggler. Yeah. Brag blower. Nice. Stupid. Damn it. Should have stuck with brag blower.
Fuck you, dude.
Look, kid, I just had a terrifying experience. A giant spectral aberration appeared in this very room with the visage of a giant metal cockroach. Tell me that wasn't an Enclave soldier I saw.
According to Rossman, it was.
My God, do you know what this could mean? The Enclave are a bunch of psychotic pre-war relics that rose up in Northern California 30 years ago. They're hardcore killers, hell-bent on restoring their idyllic version of America, at the expense of everyone else, mind you. Vault 18 has been hiding from the outside world for almost a decade. If the Enclave knows where we are, we could be facing an imminent invasion. Damn it, this is why John Bragg is gonna win that election tomorrow night. He's been getting those wasteland reject kids of his whipped up into a frenzy over all the fears in the vault. I want you to be sure, kid. Bragg is a madman. We thought he was a good guy at first, but now he's gunning for my job. Whatever happens tomorrow during the election, I want you to use your talents to scope him out.
What can we do if the Enclave does show up?
Hell, kid, with Bragg's Patriot program in full swing, Vault security is outnumbered 3 to 1. We barely have enough equipment to arm us at all, let alone repel an invasion. We'd be dressed in Vault ball gear, swinging sticks. I'll start stashing some extra gear around the vault and set the defenses to ready status tonight. Here, these are the codes to the automated defenses. If you need them, you can unlock the bots and set them to fight back.
You don't think that Bragg's America jargon is so close to the Enclave talk, do you?
Of course it's odd. I've suspected him of having ulterior motives for the last 2 years. But you don't think... Good Lord. Bragg in the Enclave, that's a mad idea, but the pieces fit. I want you to keep this under wraps. Tell nobody. If he is in cahoots with those nut jobs, we can't let him know we're onto him. Stay quiet, and we'll start working on a plan of action tomorrow morning.
That's pretty scary. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'm worried about my son. He'll be staying over at your house tonight. Make sure he stays put. I want to make sure you kids get a good night's rest, even with this fear hanging over our heads. Don't get anyone involved, not yet. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, sir.
Are you in trouble? Did he pull you off the team? Aw, if you're in detention, I'm gonna have him assign you to clean my bathroom.
Fucking jackass.
Hello again. What brings... Oh, well, that's weird. Haven't you seen everything 100 times already? If you're getting stir-crazy, Vault Madness is your responsibility, no one else's. Was there something else you needed?
No, not much. Good night.
Have a good night.
I'm gonna go recheck the infirmary, see if I can do anything with the robot there at the, Maria wanted me to speak to it about. Check whatever that is out too. Looks pretty cool.
How may I serve you, master?
Nope, never mind. I'm guessing inaccessible and inaccessible. Yep. Nope, not this way. Man, I cannot believe people play this game without sprinting. This is agonizing. What's in the common room? Nothing there. Lab. Nothing. Awesome. I want to explore the whole vault. The other time I played through this mod, I basically missed, I'm going to say, a solid 90% of all of it. And I don't want that to be the case anymore. I have the key to maintenance for some reason. Oh, right, that's the way that, I was told take up to the science lab, right? This is cool. I like this. It's a better loading screen. Come on. There we go. Put my coat back on. Operations. This looks like the generator, reactor, maintenance. Make sure I take this quest off. Vault 18 entrance to Onyx Point. This is the exit, I'm guessing. Here's the robotics center. Let's see what I can do in here. Ooh, robots. This will be easy enough to access. Placed. PLACED, PLAC. Yep, there we go. Dr. Miyaki Kyoto Robotics Terminal. Note to future owner. I'm Dr. Kyoto, scientist and wasteland scout in 18. If you're reading this, then the fever I contracted in the wasteland proved fatal on my canine friend B6RK. Still lies in pieces in the Robo Lab. We were on a routine mission studying the native peoples of the region when a strange man approached us, shook my hand. I retracted immediately. He chuckled left. Not long after, we were attacked on the way back to the vault. While I drew ill, Bark managed to drag me to safety, but destroyed herself further in the process. I built Bark because there were no animals in the vault. I wanted a friend to make the children happy as they grew up. Have a protector by salvaging old parts traded for. In Union City, I created her. If you have the knowledge, please repair her. Enabling these 3 commands after she's repaired should restart her operating system. Strange virus may kill me, but my work will live on through her. Thank you. Start up main fusion cell. Repairs required. Repair 30. What is my repair? 50. I got this. I can fix this. Repair it without the parts. It must be powered up. Run, startup. Startup initiated. Okay. Run. Set to follow me. Hi, I am Bark. Hello.
Updating files. Please return later.
Come back when updates are completed. I'm guessing that's when the prequel's over. Shit, that scared me. Is this enough to repair these things? That's really frighteningly loud. Grab some mentats, another spanner. Fixing things, big books of science. Couple programmers digests. Big book of science. Where does that make my science at now? It's got to be pretty high, right? 68. Big book of science puts me at 78. Mentats. Big book of science might be enough, actually. Not big book of science. Programmer's Digest. There we go. Run debug accounts. I like the ing ones. 3 out of 10 correct. Alright, let's try. Alright, so I did delighting. Is there a TION that also work? I think this one would. Also 3 out of 10. It's probably an ing. DELIGHTION. No, it can't be it can't be projection. I don't think it can be accurately. No, there's not a chance. Accusation. MEDITA. No, it can't be a TION. Like, those are completely null. Completely. No. Absolute. No. DELIGHT. No. I'm gonna look at another ing. Contenting. DELIGHTING. That has 4. DELIGHTI. Facilities? Yeah, there we go. Cityscape, look around. Okay. Inventory. Right? Yeah, 100% is what coding's for. Oh, man. I mean, it's basically that, and it's just looking up to see what fits and then what doesn't fit. Go north. Did I just boot up a fucking video game? That's not what I wanted. Droid force field terminal. Rossman, entry 1. About a week ago, we came across an old combat droid left in a bin in the wasteland near Union City. None of us recognized the maker model, but it looks a lot like the one that attacked us near Dagger Point last summer. The survivalists have decided it was just scrap and left it in the sun behind their shit shack. We traded a few gallons of water and a whole stack of bottle caps for it, along with our other supplies. The trader said he'd never seen it active, just got the mess of it from Boss Markson's team. Next week, traveling back to the vault, I had time to start loading the parts. I've assembled them here for future effort. Whoops. Future effort has amounted to me spending several butt-numbing months trying to mess with this, but in the dark, the upper reactor's on standby, there's only emergency lighting to work with. Then this heavy bastard is full of non-standard parts and ports from God knows where, no wonder they scrapped it. That's it. Only official professional opinion is now if it's a bucket, then fuck it. I'll leave it here for parts and student research. I think Sean Starr said he had a useful application for its hard drive. It's been several years since this thing showed up in the lab. The other day, a student mentioned that they had seen the eye plate glow red momentarily, then fade out. I decided to give a look inside, and there seemed to be a set of semi-organic fibers connecting various plutonium cores no larger than a centimeter in diameter. Quick, little silver watch batteries inside the armor. Nowhere in Rossman's notes is there anything about this. There seems to be growing in a lifelike manner, like crystals sprouting in a cave wall, but with purpose. I've never seen anything like it. Several weeks of monitoring the half-life of these little plutonium cores have concluded the Alpha droid was once powered by something much larger than what we have here, and the microcores are simply for satellite power. Maybe, after several years and some ingenuity far apart from my own, Alpha will develop to a point it can restart its main chassis. In the meantime, I've rebuilt most of its systems, and I'm guessing it's saved the ones I understand to the main computer. A lot of his body seems to be made up of an amalgam of more primitive droids, like this old army sentry bot, but there are no other pieces of what look like an advanced power armor. It will remain here for further study by Sean Starr. I'll have to talk to Sean about that. It looks like just a set of power armor, that's for certain. Alright, no scrap metal. Loud noise incoming. Alright, let me see if I can fix this damn thing. Lacking the parts. Awesome. What about this one? Nope. Alright, that leads the exterior of the vault. Ooh, what's this over here? This looks like a lot of good stuff. Oh, that's Kira. Nice. It's a lot of good stuff, actually.
You'd better let me go back to sleep, or so help me, I will end you.
Noted. Leaving you alone. Workbench? No. There's a lot of good stuff here, but nothing I can use right now. I'm actually gonna leave most of these, I'm not caring enough to worry about it. I have to hobble so much. My damn leg. Alright, where's the exit? Oh, my fucking brother turned its hard drive into an RPG. Son of a bitch. Alright, back here. Is that the only door? I suppose it is. I did check out the robotics lab. I couldn't do anything else. Come on, game. Stop being weird. Oh, I look ridiculous in this. Hey, what's this? 18 robotics admin card. Alright, I apparently can't access that. Sucks. Oh well. Let's head back downstairs. What am I missing with checking out the robotics lab? Oh, are you on now? No? Okay. Am I just missing something here? I suppose not. Oh well, nothing can be done. Let's head back downstairs and check out the rest of the vault. There's still a bunch of places to explore. I want to check out the reactor. If I can. Can I go in? Nice. Oh, it's just another one. I mean, cool, but I was hoping for... Oh. Really thought I'd find a doctor's bag. Dang it. Oh well. Oop. Some water. Sure, that'll come in handy at one point or another. Droid radio unit. Wonder if I can do anything cool with that. Not sure what this room is. Appears to just be steaming in water. But okay. Maybe I can plug this into the robot. I might have to look up the quest to see what I'm missing that's super obvious. Oh, is it working now? No, it's just sitting. Okay. Alright, maybe there's something in here that I'm missing. Owner is nowhere to be be found. A small cemetery of broken droids lies in the shadow of the city towers around you. In the pouring rain, the main road is westward, heading to the great, featureless cityscape. A malfunctioning droid tatters aimlessly nearby. Despite some damage, its blue glowing photoreceptors glimmer in the pouring rain. Its technology may craft hungry replicators. It's an open wasteland nearby. Alright, let's go west. No, we'll try going north. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get through this at this point. Speak with the weapons dealer. Alright, whatever. Apparently this is nothing. I got a code. We'll try going west now. Talk to the hologram. Hooligan, apparently. Alright, now I can go to the weapons dealer, which is south. Alright, and now I go north. See atomizer on him. Thousands with a wave of your glowing hands for Sam. You managed to fend off the attackers just in time to get a single shot off at Sam. Blast rips through her growling teeth and out the back of her robotic brain. The fiber optic hair. Before pathetically, you coolly walk with stubborn at the end. Alpha droid systems rebooting. Yes! Check on his progress in the morning too. Nice. Alright. I'm glad I went back and checked that game. And I kind of realized what was happening. That's a clever way to hide that. That seems to be a super powerful ally to have. Alright. What about... I already checked that out. What about the operations? What's in here?
for? Didn't you just play a game of football?
I'm just trying to learn the layout of things. I like to explore.
Well, as long as you're interested in how the vault sticks together, it's a fascinating place, really. You can just listen to the sounds and hear the stories in it. The pipes and the water running through them, air vents, electric lights. You learn to judge its health by those sounds.
Many secret passages.
There are dozens, kid. But nothing's secret down here. You can hardly fart without 10 people knowing about it. Down in the lower cistern, you can get into the hydroponics lab, or even into the apartments if you're clever. Then, there's a pipe network running under the atrium that connects to every part of Vault 18's lower levels. And if you ain't afraid of getting zapped by radiation, you can swim around in the upper cistern and navigate the cave till you find the robotics lab. All of that requires my key, though, and you ain't gonna get your own unless you work up here for a long time. Or you find me dead. Same deal.
Good to know. Yeah, what were some of it never finished?
What? Oh, well, the way this place was built was pretty stupid. A bunch of experimental Terratech droids were used to put the place together for some senator in LA. He never made it to the vault before the war. They dug a straight shaft right down through the mountain and outlined everything, then built a cement shell using prefab rooms like any vault. The war hit sooner than anyone expected, wiped out all Vault-Tec factories, and there was a huge revolt in the first week everybody came down here.
Yeah, I read about that.
Despite the mess, the droids kept building and digging. They didn't have the prefab parts to finish, so a lot of our bigger spaces are just rock.
Neat. Why is it so dark in here?
The upper vault is always dark. It keeps the tax on our power low. Otherwise, we couldn't keep everything running for 200 years. The lower vault is on low power because it's nighttime. People are going to bed and want it dark, so we dim the lights down in operations.
This is the filter room, right? Where we get all of our water from?
Well, that filter room leads to a big cave where water collects from rain and snow melt.
Okay.
That cave is radioactive, though. Without our water chips, the entire vault would be flooded with toxic sludge. That almost failed about 6 years ago. That Bragg fellow showed us another vault down the mountain with a few old chips we recycled to get it working again. Saved our asses, too.
Alright, thanks, Joe.
Have a good night.
So that's operations. God, my leg. I hate it so much. Alright, let's get back. I just got a couple other places I want to take a look around in. And then, get a good night's sleep and call it there for today. Come fly with me. Do, 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 do. Nice. There we go. Alright, not too much more to keep exploring, but just enough that I want to stay satisfied. Security is this way. Bragg told me I should talk to Chevy. We can do that. Might get a better hint of what's going on with him.
Hey, are you okay? What was Bragg thinking throwing you at Matheson like that? You could have been seriously hurt. But you look fine now, at least.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Not now. I have important work to do for my miss... for Chevy.
I was told to come talk to her, though. Oh.
Sometimes I like to imagine that I'm on a nice hot beach drinking the day away.
Damn. Oh well, I guess I can't talk to Chevy. Rip that dream. Can I go through here? Damn. Back to the atrium. And I just want to check out some of the apartments, I think. I'll look at the condos first. Well, this looks pretty rad. Whoops. I'm gonna check this room out, see what's going on in here. Oh. It's Kyoto's room. With love, Rossman, Halen, Norman. Now I feel bad for going in there. Hey, buddy.
Man, the food boy has been spitting out some salty hyperfood lately. It looks good, but it tastes like ass.
Alright, I do know that there is one person in here I should talk to before I do anything else. Here he is.
Whoa, it looks like you've had better days. You should have someone check that out. Hey, buddy, you alright? Oh, you must have just come back from a big game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Who are you?
Oh, I'm not on the team anymore. Coach Bragg decided I'm some sort of freak and kicked me out last week.
Oh.
But hey, it's all cool. I'm a creative guy. I have all kinds of great stuff to keep me busy.
Yeah, I saw that. What have you got there?
Oh, these are my comics. I draw these because I don't know how to write. I never learned, but I know how to draw. They tell all of these stories and dreams I have. I really like to daydream and share them with people. It's cool to know those.
I'm lowering down again.
Inside my head.
There might be more than just comics, dude.
Yeah, me too. Some of them feel more like memories. I can't really see anything clearly, but I think that's why they make such good stories.
Fair enough.
I can take them and just fill in the gaps that I misunderstood, which makes for a really complex narrative. I don't know. Maybe everyone's first stories are really just misinterpretations of reality.
Yeah, sweet, man. You got any others you haven't finished yet?
Yeah. Back in my room. You should drop by later. I'll show you some of the backstory of this issue.
I mean, we can check it out now. It's getting too late to do anything later.
Yeah, sure. Let's head there now. We're right down the hall.
Nuka Girl, La Fantoma, Tales of Chivalry, Grognak. Yeah, I'll hold on to those. Alright, I fortunately know where he lives, and I'm just gonna walk over there now. Hello.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nothing.
So, I've got a bunch of cool art on the walls. Take a look around. Ask me about what interests you. So, what'd you find?
Where'd you come from, dude? What's with the spears?
I honestly don't know what to tell you. I have a really hard time remembering. It's something that keeps me up at night. Dr. Rossman found me out there, just like everyone else. I came to the vault when I was way older than you guys. That was a couple years ago, and I've had memory problems the whole time. They've gotten better, though. I can hold on to things longer.
Oh, that's nice.
But when I think about my past, I just... You know when you stare at a light and everything slowly just explodes with color till it's all white? It's like that. And it just gets hotter and hotter as I go back, like it was just burned out of my head with a fire that spread from branch to branch.
What else do you have? And you forgot to talk about the spears that I asked about.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Osman told me I should probably keep this a secret, but I have this note. It was kind of tucked into my pocket when the doc found me. You can read it on my terminal. I backed it up in case I lost it. It tells me that I was playing some kind of game, and part of it is that I took a drug that erased my memories. It's from me, by the way, but it doesn't have a name. It just says that I'm not the only one playing, and there's a girl out there, too. I wish I could remember where I wrote it, or why. Having a girl would be great. I just wish I could recall. I remember flashes of golden grass, walking. I remember a house on a mountain, standing next to Dr. Rossman. Then I was here, and the images fade in and out until they get clearer.
Where did Ben come in?
Hell if I know. I think Rossman just pulled it out of his ass. I was way too old to adopt, and the old folks had already picked their kids years before I got here, so I just took Ben. After he said it, it took forever to get used to, and remember.
And about the spears?
Oh, right. I don't know. They were tied to my back when I was in the wasteland. They have signs that they were used quite a lot. Every time I hold them, it's like my body remembers how to react. I know it's weird, but I think I've had quite a history with them. They're part of me.
Alright, and let's talk about the other stuff here, too.
That stuff is about all I've got to talk about.
The picture with the green dudes and miniguns.
That's the last time Kurtz fought the cave giants at Cajun Pass. Your brother liked that story a lot. The first book is where Kurtz lost his friends to them, and the second is where he broke free. It may be a little sad, but he won in the end. After that, he met the Vault guys and started fighting for him.
What about the guys in the Vault suit you just talked about shooting at the figures?
Oh, right. Well, that guy in the center is Kurtz. He comes from that desert city and fights with knives. He's leading this vault to safety against those other dudes. I think it's Vault 24, I don't know. The other guys are like undead soldiers from before the war, really creepy shitheads led by a necromancer named Zax. They just want to bite the vault dwellers and turn them into zombies to power their army.
Wow. What about the picture of the city?
That's where Kurtz grew up. The world he comes from is basically just a big desert, and there's only one city. That city is his home, but he left to adventure with his friends, to find a place to live where the owner of that tower can't find them. He kicked them out of the house and filled it with cement, so they left. They ended up getting lost, though. They couldn't find their way back. They got turned around in a dust storm, and that's when the cave giants found them.
Okay. You're really upbeat.
Yeah, I don't know why. This vault is totally calm and a really nice place. I don't see how anyone could be unhappy down here.
That's awesome. I wish more people thought like you did.
Yeah, me too. I'm really glad this is home. I have this really bad feeling that the wasteland is awful, and I never want to go back.
Alright, well you have a good night.
Yeah, no problem. It was great adding another fan to my list. I'll be drawing a new one soon.
Alright, you said I could read his terminal. What terminal does he own? Am I just an idiot? What terminal? Dude? Alright, whatever.
Hello.
Hello. I could check out the hydroponics. If that's not closed off. It is. What's back here? The moon. Na, 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 na. Ooh, water. And a vault ball. Some drugs if I have to fight again. Back through here. I'm not gonna ask where that milk came from. Shirtless Vault Exile, Vault Ranger with gear, Vault Refugee, High Waters, Vault Ranger Air Conditioned, Vault Refuge, High Waters, Vault Ranger, Vault Exile Shirtless. Lots of pre-war spraying outfits. Another Vault Lab uniform. I'm gonna try these on, see how they look. Alright, Vault Ranger. That's just sleeveless with gear. Not bad. Air conditioned. Zippers down. High waters. High waters accessorized. Alright, I see how this goes. Vault Exile shirtless and shirtless Vault Exile. What's the difference? That one's that one. And that one just doesn't have the extra gear. And then this one. Alright, let's at least tag these together. I want to do this to boost my charisma a bit. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Bathroom. Nope, doors are closed. Upper apartments. That way's closed off for some reason. What's in here? Wow. This place is nice. Oh, check that out. That's rad. What's up, Broseph?
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hi. Alright, fuck you. Take a drink while I'm here, you know? Take their sexy sleepwear too. That might come in handy. Some Nuka-Cola. Seems good. Ice cold Nuka-Cola. That's fantastic. I love ice cold Nuka-Cola. Nope. Nope. Nothing here. Nope. 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 I could have sworn you could talk to that guy, but I suppose not. Storage. I can't get in there. Nope. Oh, there's a pool? Oh, sweet. Nope. Nope. I'm in the women's, it seems. Nope, they're just all the same. Why even have them different? And why do you guys get art? Oh no, that was the women's. Whoops. A whole lot of inaccessible doors. I was really hoping to find someone new to talk to. I really swore that you could talk to that guy, but he's just going, hey. So I suppose not.
Oh, hey. You're that kid from the lower apartments. Not all of them. You need something. Here, but they sure act like they own the place.
My heart, baby, I'm burning up. All right. Chris. Kate's? It's the Kate's. Inaccessible. Okay. Was that Ernest? Is Ernest the Kate's? Or Ran?
Hey, welcome back.
Yay! It's our hero!
Alright, I'll talk to family.
You were fantastic.
Yeah, sorry we missed it, man. We had a game going on tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was great. Sean.
What?
I thought we were gonna try to fake it.
Oh.
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 Oops.
I'm sorry about missing your big game. We just really wanted to get into this RPG before the next wave of tests in chemistry. But hey, I heard you won.
I see how it is. No, I didn't. I broke my leg.
Oh, really? I don't know much about football. And we've been here all night. We haven't even left. Really. I'll make it up to you somehow. Is there anything I can do right now?
Maybe, where'd you get this guitar?
Oh, Chief Evanson brought it to me today. Apparently, when they found us in the wasteland, they picked up this guitar and brought it back to the vault, and it's just been in storage this whole time. Obviously, our parents had a thing about stars. There's one burned into the wood. Would you like to learn how to play?
Yeah, sure. Can I wait till tomorrow, though?
Okay, that'll be exciting. We'll start this week. Was there anything else you needed?
Do you have anything that can help me with my leg?
Ooh, yes I do. Here, I just so happen to be studying medicine, and this is part of the kit I made in lab this week. Don't be scared. Hold still. There, all better. Is there anything else?
No, it's fine, Mandy.
Oh, yay. That's good. I wouldn't want you to be mad at me.
You talked to Jason at all tonight?
Yeah, he's playing robots with Sean and me. Though, I haven't talked to him much. He's been acting really weird lately. Normally, he sleeps at the overseer's house, but he's been feeling like homesick or something, so he's crashing here tonight. Jason is close to his adopted dad, but he's still one of our brothers. You should really go talk to him.
Alright. Good night, Mandy.
Oh, alright. Have a good night. I'll try to play quietly.
What's up,
Hey,
Jason?
man, have you seen my engineering guide laying around? I kind of need it for my test next Tuesday.
Everyone seems a little worried about you tonight, dude.
You mean my dad's worried, and you're following up on that chat you two just had. Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, I don't want to help establish the fault drama any more than I already have by talking about this. Just let it go.
Alright, whatever. Enjoy your game.
Will do. Say, next time, why don't you join us? Could be a fun distraction from all the other bullshit going on.
Whatever, dude. Sean.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. We were just sitting down to set up our game and...
Don't worry about it.
Oh. Wow, that's unusually forgiving. I was worried all night that you'd be pissed when you got home. You're not pissed?
No, it's... Just try and keep it down.
Hey, yeah, no problem. Have a good night.
And turn the shit off.
Alright, back to business. So, your Knight Protectoron attacks the rogue sentry with a laser blast, hitting for 13 damage.
Isn't that a little low?
No, not really. It's balanced to make sure that the NPCs have a chance.
Alright. Note to Senator Skulls from Vault-Tec. Sorry to note that the terrarium and several sections of excavated caverns never met their completion before the world was lit ablaze by atomic flame, but we assure you that the Terratech droids will have them ready in no time. We hope you and your daughter enjoy your stay with Vault-Tec for a better tomorrow. Homepage beta. From Mrs. G. Pages 4 to 25, The Merits of Capitalism, due Monday. Please don't be late just because of the big game. We have Civil War to cover next week. From Bragg. Everyone to meet early in the gym before the game for a quick pep talk. Yeah, we heard about that. Fucking weirdo.
The players already have a huge...
Hello? Oh, holy cow, someone's actually out there. I'm sorry, who are you? Connor? Who am I talking to? I'm Anai. It's nice to meet you. I thought the site was dead for good. How did you find it? The Vault's computer engineer. What is this? You mean Wasted Girls? It's a website I made to connect to lonely, sciencey girls like me to their soulmates across the wasteland. How did you find it? Why did I click on this? Wait, so you're not in Vault 18? Thought all the vaults were pried open years ago. No, I'm in Union City out in the California territory, not that far from the vault. Do you still talk to me, even if I was a girl? Company's company, I've never met a vault dweller before. So, why do you have this set up when almost all the networks are destroyed? It's a new thing. It's not pre-war tech. It's something the NCR built. You must be in the frontier. NCR is building a computer network along these old server lines. It's open to the public. Super cool, huh? I guess. I'm on the frontier like you, but you seem nice and I'd love to get to know you better. Oh. You can help me out. I'm looking for a place called Brazil. Brazil. Go away, go away. And this, yes. I'm not gonna risk that one. I'm kind of shy, never heard of it. I'd like to get to know you better. We should chat some more. I have time. Hell yeah. Start with music. What do you listen to? Play NCR radio station called Death 981. NCRR is really boring, but Death 981 is exciting. Play new metal and rock from before the war. Neat. So, was rock music banned by the government before the war? It was. The cops imprisoned rock stars like Bowie and Halley, but a lot of what Death 981 was stored. Vault 5 was experimental, so they had tons of rock music like Rat or Raw Bloom Doom playing 24/7 down there. Drove a lot of them insane. They emerged as raiders a few years ago, then started the radio station. Those names are pretty rad. We're stuck with old people music out here. I'll have to come visit. Maybe I will. Hey, listen. We got a couple threats here tonight. If I needed to reach out to you, how can I do that? Head out on Long 15. Union City is at the edge of NCR territory before the Dune Sea begins. To warn you, it's really dangerous. NCR has made LA mostly safe, but it's ruled by gangs and politicians. 15 is really bad guys, raiders numbering in the thousands, all driven out of the NCR to the fringe of civilization. How can we get close without risking our lives? Go ahead. My screen name? It's my family name. We didn't get last names. Are we tribal kids? Kinda. At least we used to be. Not sure who we came from. My dad died when I was 18. It was sad. Yeah, I didn't really get to know him. How did he die? A long time ago, I didn't like talking about it. I never really knew my mom. Yeah, me neither. Rich bitch that left us as soon as I was born. Oh, well, alright. That sucks. Because it's something in common, right? I didn't know my mom either. God, this is the most fucking relatable thing I've played in this game so far. So you like stars? Like the Orion constellation? I got the name of a tribe out here. They misspell everything. Orion. I'm not gonna. I'd love to have a friend in the outside world. I don't know if I'll ever see it. I was saying that I lost all my friends a long time ago. Everyone except Jerry. Jerry, huh? Not Gary. To come and visit your vault sometime. Do you think it's possible? I don't know if it's possible. I'd have to check with the overseer. You got like ID or anything? I can convince the overseer. Alright, check your email. How do you know my email address? Get back to work. Good luck, Connor. So long, and I. See you soon. Well, that's ominous.
Advantage in high health and custom stats.
They're already inside. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's not great. I'm just gonna pump that up. Get this one to 70. Actually, I'll get speech to 50 first.
Yeah, but in real life.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to the overseer about that. Oh, my leg fixed up. Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you, sis. Oh, that's so much better to be able to fucking run. Alright, I don't want condos. I want the overseer's office. Cinema? No. Overseer. What? Hydroponics. Not the right way either. Admin. Here we go.
Shouldn't you be in bed? Go on, head to bed. I'll contact you in the morning.
Oh, no. +5 repair in science. Nice. Wow, I'm getting like all the perks that are matching the character I wanted to play. That's pretty nice. Alright, so I can't talk to him. Maybe I can talk to Rossman about that. I feel like he'd have something to say in those regards. Rossman. Rossman? Where the hell did he go? There he is.
Yeah, kid. Well.
Okay, I fixed tier 3 networks.
I never expected anyone to tell me that. What'd you find?
Old external network are still working outside Vault 18.
This is huge. This means we might be able to get in contact with the other vaults. People haven't heard from us in 18 years. Last known vault we had contact with was Vault 10. A weird little place out in the California wasteland. I wonder if they still got that Nuka-Cola left. But there's probably a bunch of shit you shouldn't be messing with. Now go on.
Yeah, don't let the desk clause. Alright, leave the conversation, and then I might be able to talk to him about the tier 4.
Yeah, kid.
No, I did not. Okay. Maybe if I wait.
Yeah, kid.
No, okay. I guess I may have missed something with the tier 4 terminals. Especially because it says I haven't completed that yet. Tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. Tier 1, 1, 1. Hong. Maria. Tier 1, 3, 3. Let me go back to this, see if there's something else here. System offline. Okay.
Welcome back. I hope displaying system status. Tier 4 systems online. It appears you have stumbled on main menu.
No? Okay. What do I miss?
Fuck off, dork.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, kid. Nah, it's no problem, kid. Later.
Man, I just keep getting update after update and it's starting to frustrate me. Alright, no, that one finally updated and left. I just had to tell him I finished the tier 3 terminals. Okay. I'm not sure if there's anything left for me if I can't report about what I just found. Oh, what's down here? The arena. Oh, I haven't even gone this way at all. Why was that red? Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. What's up, dude? Stevie? Okay, whatever. Nope, that's locked. Okay.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? You better get out of here, or I'll have...
Alright, well, time to leave. But what if I didn't?
Hello, is it me you look? Oh, it's not? My mistake.
Alright, I really thought there was like another area to check. Hey, Officer Mark. Whatever. Lower apartments. I know that there's just 1 or 2 more rooms that I can even look in. Nope. Hail. Here we go. Never mind. I can't even check that one. Or Chris. Or Jane. Whatever.
like if the robots were like us?
You mean like androids?
Yeah, just instead of all wires and goo, they'd become more human or something.
You mean like replicants?
I guess. What are those?
They're these biological machines manufactured to replicate human attitudes and functions. They're in the game too, just harder to find.
Oh. Do you think my robot can become one of them?
Maybe. We'll have to do a dice roll on that.
Alright, I'm going to bed. Hard save here. Yeah, and the prologue. I'm gonna go back to the rebuilder just to be safe. And actually, you know what? Looking back, I don't like the mustache very much. Yeah, it looks better as the Mephistopheles. Oh, fuck. I didn't want to change this. Oh, what did I have everything set at? I know I went down to like 3 luck. I want to say this was it. In fact, I'm pretty certain it is. Right, and then tag my skills. Right, this is where I can let things shift. I still want to do science. I'm also going to do energy weapons and repair. Oh, those were the 3 I had picked earlier, weren't they? Any weapons and apparel. In addition, repair allows you to create items and gun ammunition at reloading benches. I kind of want to put some points into sneak to start, if I'm being honest, and go like that. And then I know I did Wild Wasteland and Good Natured. And finished. Okay. What did I do? Let's get... Science is already pretty high. Let's do lockpick at 25. Energy weapons 35. We can put a couple points into speech. 65. And then let's just round up sneak. And then I picked up intense training. No, I did a crazed inventor. Or did I do robot wrangler? Crazed inventor. Alright, and then speech to 70. And I put 5 into energy weapons. And we'll do a few more into medicine. And that's me going to bed.
Now you boys play this one real close to the vest, and the Overseer won't know what hit him. The time for our revolution is at hand.
I'm so sorry this is so loud. I want to mute myself. You can just turn it down as low as you need.
We just got word from the President. We have to make our move tonight.
John Henry has a real sense of timing, don't he? How long do we have?
A little over 48 hours. We have to secure the data on the Vault's mainframe and terminate Project Brazil. Then we're to report to Raven Rock.
That's a hell of a tall order. We just barely got these Patriots whipped into form. I think I can sell our hardliners on doing the job, but not all of them.
We don't have a choice.
I know. We'll have to pull the trigger.
I'll order Tara Mason to rig the charges on the upstairs transformer. That should buy you the time to rally our forces and confront the Overseer.
Good. It'll be a rude awakening for our newest recruits.
You're not going to warn them?
No. They haven't been fully initiated into the Patriot program. If they're really Enclave material, they'll fall in line after the first shots are fired.
That's a long call.
You have your orders, Lieutenant. Carry them out.
Of course.
You soldiers hear that? The word came down from on high. America shall rise again tonight. I want this vault under Enclave control by morning. Round up the parasites and ingrates that have crippled this facility and herd them into the gym. Start with those barbarians you beat last night. Move out.
Mason, ignite the charges.
Get down.
You can turn it back up now. As everything has gone to shit. That's great. Really happy about that. Alright, I'm gonna maintain some of this as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my football gear for this, but here, my friends, is where we are going to be calling it tonight. Thank you to anyone who decided to come in and watch, even for just a bit. I went a bit longer than I was expecting to. I didn't honestly think the prologue would take as long as it did, but I read a lot of terminals. Alright, big shout out to anyone who decided to come in and watch. I really appreciate it. Next time we come on, probably going to be Friday, maybe Thursday. I don't know if I'm doing this again tomorrow or Friday, but I enjoy this game a lot, and it's how I'd be spending my free time anyway, so come and hang out if you want to hang out. I will see you then. Otherwise, I might be doing a Pokemon stream on Saturday. I'm wanting to try that again. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we'll see how it does. Thank you for coming. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Right, I have to come to here.